hands to Muslims around.
Okay, thank you. This is OKFM, OKTV. My name is Strokon. We have with us former presidential aide, Sekou Kalasco Damaro. A lot has been happening in the country, including the recent ruling of the Supreme Court, which barred President Joseph Boakai from making further nomination into Sarah tenure position. And of course, on yesterday, the president released a statement in which he welcomed, the decision from the court. But to the utmost surprise of many Liberians today, there was a statement from the executive mansion suspending all of the commissioners at the LTA and then the governance commission. Mr. Garrison Yedu, we have with us. Sekou, welcome.
Thank you so much, Choko. It's good to be on your platform.
So, quickly before coming to our topic, a couple of Saturdays ago, around 1 or 2, President George Weah, former president, had a couple of Muslim clerics and people from your community at Jamaica Resort, and then you claim as a gathering with the president. What was that for?
Well, it's a routine comportment from former President Weah.
All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to every one of you guys, and thank you guys so much. Let me just remove Mr. Carrasco from here and just begin to introduce today's show. So again, guys, welcome. It's Saturday here from my end. My name is Jay Randy, and thank you guys so much for joining me. We are back here today to present to you another beautiful presentation. Today we're going to mix things up because we want to break the ice. There are certain conversations, certain behavior that we tend to use the ice breaking machine to break the ice. So we're going to be breaking the ice here. And again, we're going to use our logical analytic tools. That is the why and how. We're going to also use that to discuss that here. And plus other more things, all right? And we're going to focus on what is happening politically, Joseph Boakai, the CDC, the past CDC administration. We're going to be talking about that. By the way, Mr. Boakai is scheduled to be in the U.S. As early as next week. He's coming for the U.S. Africa Summit. We would like to know whether Mr. Boakai has an agenda. We listened to Mr. Weah the other day talking about what he could have done. Now he's not in office. Now we listen to some of his people coming out now calling here. But the very people were in government, they were not talking. Are they talking because they're not in government? Because once upon a time, everybody wanted for Mr. Weah to talk. Mr. Weah was not able to talk. Boakai people were in opposition talking. So, everything in the soup pot is not really tasting cool for me. But all I can do is to just bring those things to you for to analyze it. Just so you know, my name is Jay Randy, and I support the CDC government, but I don't support everything the CDC does. So if you are on the platform or if you're listening after the show, there are things that I will say here that might not be in favor of you if you are 100% supporter of Unity Party. That means even if somebody does something wrong to your family member and that person is a Unity Party person, you will not say anything, you accept it. Then you don't belong on the platform. Equally so, if you support CDC and whatever any CDC does to you, and you say it's okay, well, you don't belong on the platform because nobody is error-free. We are all subject to constructive criticism, but the constructive criticism should be on both sides. Whether you're in government, you have to listen to people who provide you constructive criticism and improve on it. When you are in opposition and you are doing something wrong, the people who criticize you, you have to listen to them and also do the right thing. If there were no criticism in the United States that we find ourselves today, those who get against us that don't like us in the country and say all kinds of things to us, whether they're in government, out of government, they are part of some type of civil society group, against or for, do you think people who have different opinions about what people view about you and I, do you think in those opinions that tend to support us? Hold on, let me take the call here, guys. Let me just bring Carrasco back And let's listen to Carrasco here.
Something that we normally do. He did not just do it when he was the president. He did it when he started playing soccer. He has been somebody that believed in giving everybody a level of freedom, especially in terms of worship. So when he became president, he just amplified it because he took steps that were unprecedented in our country history, especially creating that level of equilibrium between a religious group. So we ended the Ramadan, and the president thought it wise, even though he's not the president again, but even during the Ramadan, he extended hands to Muslims around the country. And after we ended the Ramadan, he thought it wise to invite Muslims at his residence, to fellowship, which we appreciated a lot. And on that Friday, we pray at the president's residence, and we pray for him, as the former president of the country and as somebody who has created a level of love and harmony among Muslims. So it was a good endeavors, and we believe that President Weah will continue to venture into these kind of endeavors, because with that, Liberia, the only way we can move forward as a country is to create that level of peaceful coexistence between Liberians, regardless of your tribe, your religion, and whatever. But to have a leader that will create that level of understanding is something that we welcome, and we'll continue to work with him in that endeavors.
Great. So to our main topic now, the Supreme Court handed down a ruling, and then the current president had a response to that. First of all, let's start with the ruling of the Supreme Court into the tender position. You were around former President George Weah. You are best suited to know what has been happening and what happened over the last 6 years. What are your initial thoughts?
Well, first of all, let me also say a very big thank you to the decisions coming from the Supreme Court in giving due process an opportunity. And we all know the court play a pivotal role in maintaining the peace of the country, stability of the country. The Supreme Court, as a matter of fact, that is the highest decision making in terms of the laws of the country, played a significant role. And quite recently, we witnessed the Supreme Court again stepping in to play that vital role in stabilizing the country, predicated upon the decision that current President Joseph Boakai made in terms of going after Liberians that had the opportunity to work under President Weah's government, and he came through whatever means he decided to go after this Liberian. And the only place these people could go was the Supreme Court of the land. And they went there. We all listened to the result that came out from the Supreme Court. But again, to our utmost surprise, in a clear disregard of the decision that came out from the Supreme Court, today we saw a letter circulating on Facebook about the suspension of commissioners from the LTA and the Governors Commission. We believe that it is a clear and calculated attempt by the Unity Party and Mr. Boakai to derail the peace process of the country. Because let me just go back a little bit. A few days ago, President Boakai, EPS director, dismissed over 500 armed trained security personnel from the EPS. Few days ago, you have civil servant that was being dismissed from their various working places. Few days ago, you have, through the acquiescence of Mr. Boakai, workers at the Ministry of State that was dismissed upon the order of Mr. Boakai. We think, given all of these circumstances, putting all of these facts together, it is a calculated attempt by Mr. Boakai and his team to continuously witch hunt Liberians that had the opportunity to work under former President George Weah's leadership. And we thought as a man that was professed to have worked in government for over 40 plus years with this experience, and owing to his age factor, we have brought something new, new dynamics to the leadership of the country. But on the contrary, Mr. Boakai.
All right, so guys, we'll hold Mr. Kalasco over there, and we again would like to say welcome to you. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this platform here. I believe this is one of the best platforms on Facebook because we are very constructive. We are measured in our thought. We believe in our guidelines. We believe in principles. And above all, we believe in equity. Equity is a benefit or is a gift that everyone should have some access to. We do believe in that here. We don't believe because Unity Party is in power and they are there to get rid of 40,000 employees that Mr. Weah brought into government. Why we don't believe in that? Because government should be able to add more jobs and not decrease jobs. We believe in that. But that does not mean that GRND support everything that Mr. Weah does here. No, I do not support everything that Mr. Weah does. Even the Kalasco man you see talking over there. When last did you see Kalasco talking on behalf of people like us when he was presidential aide? Well, if that question is too difficult for you, then I would just suggest that you leave from here, because the same thing that Unity Party people are doing is the same thing that Kalasco then did, right? They're talking on behalf of people. So who are they talking on behalf of? The very people who they brought to power. What about the other Liberians? And this is why the platform is very balanced. This is why the platform is the best, because the same equal justice that got you in America here today, as a non-American born, as a black man who the KKK don't like to see, as a black man who people who are prejudiced don't even want to give you a job in this country. But there are other people who are within the same white people color that do not take away prejudice, racism, and segregation, right? But they are white. And the people who are doing this thing, majority of them are white. But the very white people who are among them, they say, no, few of them say, no, we can't do that. And because of that, we have some level of equity in this country. So the question here is, when do people who are in government actually advocate for other Liberians? Remember, the politician in the United States, the civil society in the United States, no matter what side they're on, they are always fighting for the common people. They are always fighting for the common people. So the purpose of this platform is to look at the pros and the cons, look at the why and the how, and then let us ask ourselves, whether we really want a country that will look at everyone as a Liberian and not just as a supporter of a political party. Because I think that's what many are looking at here today. Everybody will come and say, I belong to this party, I belong to the other party. And I can see it. The country is divided on party lines and not on issue. And that's why the country is not making no progress. When things are divided on party line and on issue, somebody always want to take the trophy. You watch Real Madrid and Barcelona. When they win the trophy, it does not go for the national team. It is only the national team of Spain, when they win any competition, the country benefit. Because every Spanish national will go out there and say, yes, Spain won the World Cup. But when Real Madrid win the World Cup, when Real Madrid win the Championship League or win the La Liga, that championship trophy is going to Madrid. And the people in Barcelona and other major cities that got their club team, they're going to be there, And that's exactly what we're doing in Liberia there. That's exactly what we're doing. Whether it is the Unity Party, the CDC, they are just like Real Madrid and Barcelona. They are both not in the interest of the Liberian people. And that is why the platform is here to fill in that gap. Because the gap is like this: Unity Party, CDC, Unity Party, CDC. But there are Liberian between here. But they're only balancing out for their own people on the other side. And even the talk show hosts, most of them, that's what they do. But I'm just here to let you guys know. And I'm only here to tell you guys the truth. Hate me, love me, you're wasting your time. I'm just here to tell you the truth. All right. So let's begin the conversation here. All right. So rolling the dice here today, Boakai is set to come to the United States to attend the African Summit. Once upon a time, you will recall that this video, let me bring the video up for you guys. Once upon a time, you recall
folks with a lot of
that I used to play the video here before, right? Let me see who all here. Let me look at my phone here and see who are my regular people here. Let me look at my phone here. All right. I see my boy LIB guy here, and I'm going to ask my regular people. And if you've been here before, because look, I treat the platform just how a professor of a class would treat their student. I treat the platform like a company where the supervisor work with his co-worker or his direct report of employees, right? They know each other. So oftentimes when I call him people names here, I don't want you to feel bad and say I'm singling you out, because the people who remain on the platform with me consistently, when I'm making any kind of pictorial or some type of document reference, the reason I will call on them is because they've been here for a long time. They have followed the show. But it in no way mean that I'm ignoring you. I'm just trying to tell you that we marry people on the platform here. The more you come here, the more familiarity you will become to us. I mean, think about your community. You can be in your community and be in your silo, right? In your community, at least when you go into your mailbox, you see your next man. At least when you go into where you probably met, then if anything happens to message, I think I know that guy over there, right? Yeah, so that's how the platform is built. So the platform is built in the form of a classroom. So when I start calling on people to ask questions, I'm asking those people because they have followed me. And when I want to make a salient point, I have to call on these people. But if you haven't been here before and I call on you, say, oh, I don't know, then I don't know who you are. So I don't know you that much. So I can use you as a reference. I mean, think about this, right? Do you walk up to people on the street and say, hey, my man, I need you to give me a reference? No, even the criminal stand on with this point. When you read what we read for you the other day, there's a place where they were asked, he was asked to provide references. He lists a lot of people. You think that criminal could call me and say, oh, my man, be my reference? No, he know he can't come for me to be some kind of reference to him, because I'm going to ask him, you and I never work together, so I can't give you professional reference. You and I never live side by side. I cannot give you personal reference. I don't know you from nowhere, so I can give you no reference, right? So that's how things work here. So you will record a video here, guys. All right? You will record a video. All right? So let me start here. LRB guy, you have seen the video before, right? I believe so. Let me see who here again. Let me see who here again. I'm looking for Moyu. I'm looking for Pam Butter. Hey, what's up there, Sagodinho? My people, how you doing, man? All right, so I just see a few guys, but every one of you guys. But for those who are seeing the video too, I just want to make sure that if you've seen the video before, please acknowledge that yes, I've seen the video here, because the reason I'm asking the question here, and Leon Harris, I told Leon Harris, and the reason I'm asking the question here is Joseph Boakai is set to come to the United States. And we're going to discuss the reason why Boakai is here. But just to facilitate that as some sort of reference, I want you to listen to what this guy, all right, the black guy, I want you to listen to what he has to say. And then the question to solution will be coming shortly after what the guy said. And the applicability of what the guy is saying, it will be going to the Unity Party people. All right? So let's listen to these people here.
On-the-ground experience who will bring their perspectives and observations to the conversation. So joining me today, we have C.D. Glenn, who is the president and CEO of the U.S. Africa Development Foundation, a kind of extraordinary organization that does a lot of work at the grassroots and community-led level on development challenges. We have Jen Spies, who's the product manager for Next Billion Users, Google's Wi-Fi connectivity and access initiative in emerging markets. She's got experience with Facebook in Africa as well. You have their complete bios, by the way, in your package. I'm not going to read them to you because that doesn't seem like the best use of our time. And we're also joined by Father Andrew Smalls, who's the president and CEO of Missio Invest and also the national director of the Pontifical Mission Societies in the United States. So thank you all for joining us. People have come from far and wide. I think CD wins the prize for having flown in. Was it from Dakar?
Correct.
Yes, but he's. I'm not sure what time zone his brain is in, but he's always engaging and exciting. So I was thinking about this topic, and I'm really looking forward to this conversation because I tend to look at dynamics on the African continent through a political lens. You know, whenever we talk about Africa, we always have to sort of start by stipulating that there's never one African story, right? A continent of over 1 billion people.
All right, so these people are having a conversation about Africa, but I'm going to move the cursor a little bit because this black guy said some important things, and that thing that he said a few years ago is now coming into reality, right? So let's move this here, all right? So the first place we're starting from is Joe Boakai is coming to the United States to attend the U.S. Africa Summit. There are documentary I'm going to show to you guys here today. So let's move on and see what the guy will be talking here. Because I want the black guy to say something. I mean, I want you to hear what he has to say.
A level deeper, what's driving all of these changes, educational background,
And African entrepreneurs.
becoming more and more integrated into the global
So we'll get it
economy.
close.
So those are some really big drivers of change. And what I thought we might do just to start off is ask our panelists, you know, which of these drivers they've seen affecting their work. So why don't we start with you, CD?
Great, thank
you. Okay, so they are about to start with Mr. CD. Now, I want you to please listen to what he is about to say, because what he is about to say will relate to George Weah, former president, and Joseph Boakai, current president. And I will be asking questions on both sides. So let's dive into this guy intro here, all right? Let's listen here.
Thank you, Michelle, and thank you all for being here this morning. It's a great opportunity. So I lead the U.S. African Development Foundation. We're sort of the U.S. government's best kept secret that's not supposed to be a secret. We're an independent agency established 20 years after USAID to really look at an African-led, African-driven model of development where we invest directly into African grassroots cooperatives, community organizations, and African entrepreneurs to really stimulate community-driven development and local economic development in hard-to-reach remote places. So we operate in 20 countries throughout the continent. We're in the Horn of Africa, we're in the Sahel, we're in the Great Lakes regions, and that's sort of Niger and Mali and South Sudan and Somalia, DRC and Burundi, and really challenging places, but to really stimulate local economic development in those places by investing directly into Africans and their ideas for transformation. So when we look at social changes across the continent, we look at them, as you said, Michelle, you look through a prism of policy and governance and leadership, and we look through a prism of sort of development. And how do we look at these social challenges and opportunities from a development standpoint? And we're demand-driven and demand-responsive. So we're not in Washington, D.C., coming up with solutions for grassroots communities in Africa. We're really going to those places, and we have teams of people on the ground who have this local insight and local sensing capability to really find, fund, and support, again, community-driven solutions. So issues around food security are really, really important to us, but also to the communities that we serve. And so when you think about a continent where 70% of 1.2 billion people, 70% earn their livelihoods somewhere along the agricultural value chain, from production to harvest, to processing, to distribution, but they have Africa, the continent, has a food import bill of $35 billion. So food insecurity is running rapid, but they're spending money, real money, billions of dollars to bring in food. And so if we can have these communities really invest in them to increase their production, to increase their market access, to really look at Africans being producers and consumers of goods and services, especially along the agricultural value chain, it's a real opportunity. So investing in agriculture, and especially cooperatives and community-driven agriculture. We also look at the issues and challenges around energy access. So this is a really, really important issue because Africans pay a lot for energy, but they don't have consistent access to power of any kind. They're paying for batteries, they're paying for candles, they're paying for kerosene, they're paying for diesel. So they're spending money on energy. But out of that 1.2 billion people, 600 million never have consistent access to power. And so a real focus around rural transformation and African transformation from an energy access lens is really important from a social change dynamic, real energy access. And so these are renewable solutions, sun, wind, water, bio, real solutions where we're seeing African innovation actually reach back to the US and to Silicon Valley, because these are African entrepreneurs who are facing the challenges of energy poverty, who are coming up with innovative solutions, and we're investing in them, grant financing, seed capital, and local technical assistance to help them create these enterprises, these energy efficient, energy access enterprises. And some of the models that they're coming up with are being copied and looked upon in the United States. So African is teaching the world a lot about renewable energy and off-grid energy access. But
That's a great point. Can I just
Yeah.
flag that? Because this idea, for a long time, when we
All right, so we'll hold that video over there. All right. So the question I would like to ask here is my question here, right? So let me bring myself here. Question I would like to ask here is: we often say to many of our fellow Liberians, young, old, we often say to them, "Oh, we are the stepchild of America." How come the USADF, that is the United States Africa Development Foundation, you listen to the man right now, right? You listen to that guy telling you that, oh, we are in few African countries. We are the other version of USAID. It's the best American kept secret. But this is what we are doing on the continent. We are going to the villages in Africa, in those specific countries, and making sure that we're helping people to gain some financial independence. We are looking at alternative energy. Just recently, they have run to us, they could only give us 19 kilowatts or megawatts, whatever it is. How come we are not part of an organization that we always profess and brag about? What happened during Ellen time? How come the USADF, like the United States Africa Development Foundation, how come they are not in Liberia? How come during weird time they are not in Liberia? I'm only asking this question here, folks, because as an educated person, I want to make sure that whatever Liberia is supposed to be part of, whatever contribution we made, because when they talk about international partnership, when America say, oh, Liberia, one day, 1 year, Liberia say, yeah, we're there. How come we're not benefiting from these things when they are available? Who is stopping it from happening? This man mentioned that this organization is in most of the Francophone country. And by right, the Francophone country is supposed to be looking up to France. How come? I'm just asking this question, folks. That's what we do on the platform. We just ask questions. How come? This is not about CDC, this is not about this. Because as an educated person, all right, I want to make sure that the young people in our country benefit. Because financial independence will create opportunity for government to prove to the world that they are making some tremendous progress. Enough with that. So we're coming to the African Summit. So 12-year or any administration, we never heard about that, right? 6-year or Joe administration, we never heard about that. Not a single headline on any newspaper in Liberia that talk about the USA Foundation. I mean the USA Africa Development Foundation in Liberia. Where the E-River, G-River says, Bapolu, Kipma, we never heard about them. But this guy is saying things. And of course, Joe Boakai is coming to the summit. While it is true that Joe Boakai has no agenda, at least in making that effort. So who did not tell Joshua? Because 2 times the summit were held, and you come to listen to the video here. 2 times the summit were held in Africa, right on the continent. Did Joshua attend that? How come we didn't hear about that? All right, let's continue. I often ask people, if you want me to come to Liberia, I want to come to make changes. I'm not coming just for you to come see me. No, that's not what I came to America for. If I ever land my foot in Liberia, I want to be part of a sustainable change. Not just to come and show up and stuff like that. No. Why? Because you guys have seen PhDs, Amos Oyer then left from here, Paco Mavi then left from here, they went over there. Nothing changed in the country. They are dead today and gone. The problem in Liberia remains unsolved. If we cannot find a reason to start solving our problem, then I would rather die here. So that way history can say, This guy didn't go to Liberia, he died in America. So he was not part of the fake changes you're talking about. If that how it will be, so shall it be. But that's what I stand for. Because we can't keep doing the same thing and don't want to improve. And that's why we find ourselves so complicit in other people's country. That's why Ghanaians, Kenyans, and other nationals will be happy to go back to their country. You just saw the African Cup of Nations in the Cote d'Ivoire. Many people could not believe what they were seeing in the Cote d'Ivoire. They thought it was some kind of country somewhere, but that was right in Africa, called next to Liberia. All right, so let's continue to have the discussion, folks. Let's continue to have the discussion here, all right? The truth hurts, but it helps. That is my thought about the truth. The truth will help, it will hurt you, but it helping you at the same time. It's just like you give an injection, when you stick your finger, but then that chemical they put it in you, and that biochemical is to kill the disease, right? So the moment it hit your skin, punch your skin, say, oh, sorry, then they put a little alcohol on it, and then they put a little band-aid there. But in the end, it will try to release that pain from squeezing you. So the truth hurts, but it helps. I will tell you guys the truth here. If you don't like it, fine. But the truth must be told. We are part of the global community. While other countries are benefiting and we are not from the international gift. So let's make progress here. All right, let's make progress here. I want us to make progress. So let's come to Joe Boakai. All right, let's come to Joe Boakai here because we have a question here. Let's talk about Joe Boakai coming to America. So with that being said, this is what we have here. All right, this is what we have here. The thing what the people can talk about in Liberia when they can't hear the BBC saying that wow, they're on the news. Let me show you how simple we can take it in America here. Very, very simple. All right. So let's get into that. So the Africa Summit is coming up. It's starting May the 6th to the 9th. That's the summit. Joe Boakai is scheduled to come to the summit here, and you'll be hearing that very soon. The theme of this year's summit, all right, is U.S. Africa business, partnering for sustainable success. All right? These are the things your people they can be talking about in the news. Or when you go to man, move for your man, the man in the office, put the president on the phone. Those are the things that they can be talking. And those are the things I'm bringing to you here. Very easy. Very, very easy. All you gotta do, share the video. That's all, folks. All I'm asking you to do is to share the video. Ask your parents to come here to learn. All right? Be a person of a diverse mind. Know about the people who talking about boyfriend and girlfriend business. Know about the people who causing people mind, but then also to try to build your intellectual skill too, so you can be diverse. That's what we call diversity. You know the people who can cause people mind, right? Then you know the people who can talk about boyfriend and girlfriend business, right? Then you should also know about the things that are affecting your country. It's all part of social, economic, social, political interaction. You can just be on the social side and you don't want to be on the political side. You can be on the social side and you can be on the economic side. You can be on the social side and not on the environmental side because they are all mixed. They are all mixed. It's like you cooking your soup. You put chicken soup in there, you put salt there, you put pepper there, you put meat, you put chicken, you put fish, everything in that soup. And then when you taste that soup, you say, yeah, this soup is sweet. That's why the white man will say social, political, social, economic, social, infrastructure, everything. Because you might be mixed with it. But in Liberia, we're on one way lean. Everything on one way lean. Mama, what lean on, my man? I want to cause him man lean. How you doing, my man? What lean on over there? Oh, my man, the boyfriend get lean on. But what are all lean over there? No, that the intellectual people on that side. But no car passing there. We don't want that. Yeah, that's it. And that's why make our Human Development Index to be low. Because when the world ready to look at the Human Development Index, the HDI, they don't count man-causing people audience. No, because it's not something to build country. They don't look at boyfriend and girlfriend issue. No, unless you're putting it in the eyes of gender equality, then they will integrate that. And that's why they have to examine the purpose. But when you start to look at other social, economic, social politics, social infrastructure, and you start to see people mind developing to say, yeah, these guys making sense. All right. So that's why it is. All right. So we'll have this summit here. But I want to bring a few things here. So let's take this thing down and then look at the African summit. All right. So get ready for this other video coming up here. All right. So let's look into some few things here. All right. So let's deep dive into a few things here. So I'm going to share my screen here with you guys. Firstly, here we'd like to look at the African summit itself, right? So this is the summit here. All right, we are on the original page of the summit. All right, so we are on the original page of the summit here. Let me see where I can share my screen here with you guys here. Let me see. I'm going to do something there because something, let me see, something affecting the screen size here. Let me see what I can do something here. All right, so I'm going to share my screen here, right? All right, so let me see here. So I'm sharing the screen here now, and I'm watching my phone here to see how far the screen will be shared here. It's coming up. All right. All right. There you go. The screen there. I'm sure you can see the screen now, right? Very good. Now you can see the screen. So let me take myself off the screen a little bit here. Let me take myself off the screen here. All right. I want to take myself off the screen a little bit here. All right. Let me take myself off so you can see the screen better. All right. All right, let me take myself off the screen. I have to remove myself so you can see the screen better, all right? All right, that way you see it better here. Okay, so let's dive into that here. All right, let's dive into the view here. So Boakai then go into the competition here, right? I mean, to this stuff here. So the Boakai then pay money here. Well, let's see here. So to go to the place here, you got to pay some money here, right? So let's go down the screen here. All right. Pay attention here because as a Unity Party people what Boakai and pay. So you say corporate council. This is not the American government. This is something they call corporate council. These are the sponsors here. Corporate Council on Africa, CCA. They are the one hosting the thing in America here. All right. This is not the United States government. They just invited a few people here. So if you want to register, yeah, it's the registration fee right here. The process here. All right. So I want you guys to ask. That girl are always asking people in the journalist something here. Now, if you are a member, registering member of the Africa, Corporate Africa Study, because the CAA, right here, you see the CAA right here. Let me highlight it here for you guys. See here? Corporate Council on Africa, CAA. If you are a member registering, you only pay $800. Government, that is the US and Africa. Those are in the government. All right? Government, USA and Africa. You got to pay $600. So that is one that Boakai did not tell you. So if whenever you see the number of people that come with Boakai there, just multiply by 600. Yeah? It are 12 people multiplied by 600. That is excluding the hotel, the plane ride, but that's what they will be doing. Then if you're not member, like you are just a regular guy, you from North America, Europe, Asia, and you're a private member, you coming to be part of this here. This is how much they will charge you. If you are not member from Africa in the private sector, then you come in here. All right. Then how much you will pay here. All right. So let's scroll down that again. All right. Let's slow down that again. Now let's move away from there and then come to. So when you want to register now, so you want to register, the first thing you do, you just enter your discount code right here. All right. They tell you about you can just hit the something right here. And no member then here, member here, then you can hit it here, you continue. But we're not part of that. We just want to get information that all right. Then the next thing we do here is, and now the whole process right here. You got the registration, the personal information, your status. In the case of Joe Boakai, you say President of the Republic of Liberia. All right. Then registration fee, you pay your fee, you put your fee there, you select it, you make a payment. Then you get your confirmation. Then they kind of say, "Yay, Joe Boakai is coming to America. Yay! Thank God for Joe Boakai. Going to attend summit. They may eat your money while you're coming to summit." All right, moving along. So we are done with this now, right? So let's see some of the sponsorship then. I don't want to click. If I click on the thing here, we see some sponsor and partner there. It will be very, very bad. All right, let's go in there and see. Let's go in there and see who are some of the sponsors in here. Yeah, let's see some of the sponsors in here. I hope my man D Blind sponsor anything there. Then the account on my PSA he broke. Oh, the Chevron is sponsoring the thing here. Access is sponsoring the thing here. The City of Dallas. Oh, yeah. All right. Cyber Station. All right. Tower of Strength. Tropical General Investment Group. UPS. Arrow Bridge. Gold. Africa. Oh, my man comes out. Oh, I said, Joseph Kalaku, yeah. Joseph Kalaku is here. Yeah. See my man Joseph Kalaku there, yeah. Coca-Cola is also here. Echo Bank Liberia is also here. So official from Echo Bank will be coming. Feeding the Nation every day will be here too. All right, Hillwood will be here. Stanford Bank, Sun Africa, Power Africa. All right, and then moving along, Bank of America. Oh my goodness, y'all got order of Bank of America. You better start paying your mind right now. Then and they got all the different titles down. They got the diamond member then. Like the diamond member that the men that on the big top. Diamond member then on the top. Yeah, diamond member then on the top. And then from there, they get the platinum member. And then they got the gold member. And in the gold member, you get Echo Bank. Whereby they got the silver members. All right. So these are all good things. Then they got Trade Development Bank. All right. You got to share the video, your folks. I see some of you got running away. I know where running away for. Google is also part of that. Merck is part of that. So it's going to be a very good interaction. CNBC Africa Summit itself. So this is a very good things here, folks. Very, very good stuff. Very, very good stuff, folks. Very, very good. I hope some of you guys are taking note of this thing here because these are the people that eat your money in the country every day. So you got to know about these people. This is what we call transparency. So I hope some of you guys are paying attention to this thing here, all right? All right. So let's stop the share right now and let's go to the other thing. That's what we do in America here. That's what we do. All right. That's what we do. Right now, we are working on the war, international. I mean, the ILO, International Labour Organization, Global Worldwide. They are having their whole safety week starting from the 28th. That is next week and stuff like that. So we are part of this thing, and my goal here is to help you guys understand this thing here. And whether you take it, you like it, it's up to you. But let's go to another important one, so we can look at. Let me keep quiet small so they can tell you what the African partnership is all about, okay? So let's share again here. This time around, we want to check out, I believe, should be the video here. Yes, I think it should be a video here. Let me see here. There should be a video here. Yeah, let me see here. There should be a video here. Yeah, there's supposed to be a video. Let me see something here. I don't know what happened to my screen here when I try to reduce it here. It just, oh, I know what to do now. Blow it up here. Let's see here. Is that it here? No, definitely what I want. Is that it here? Let's see. Is that it here? All right. So let us look at the other video here, folks. All right. Our video is coming up. All right. So let's watch the quick video here, quickly here. Let's go to the video here. So that it thing that Joe Boakai and Free scene, all right, called the 16th USA Africa Business Summit. So it's all about business. So let's listen to what the whole thing is going to be all about. Ready? Go.
Corporate Council on Africa proudly presents the 16th edition of the US Africa Business Summit, taking place from the 6th to the 9th of May. After 2 consecutive years of gatherings on the African continent, Morocco in 2022 and Botswana in 2023, the US Africa Business Summit returns to the United States.
There's so much that we can do together to build a stronger US Africa business engagement.
Texas hosts the largest African diaspora population of any state in the United States, making it the perfect backdrop for this transformative convergence. Join us as we transfigure Dallas into the epicenter of US Africa collaboration for 4 days of knowledge exchange and impactful networking. Once again, the summit will bring together over 1,500 visionaries, including heads of state, international investors, government officials, and industry leaders from both sides of the Atlantic. Under the theme US-Africa Business Partnering for Sustainable Success, the 16th edition of the US-Africa Business Summit aspires to be a breeding ground for sustainable business partnerships.
President Biden instructed a U.S. government to really prioritize trade and investment.
The United States is focused on what we will do with African nations and people, not for African nations and people.
Engage with an exceptional lineup of 100+ business and government leaders on solutions to today's business challenges in agribusiness, finance, energy, health, infrastructure, ICT, creative industries, and more, and unpack the latest developments in AGOA, AFCFTA, as well as pathways to financing.
The US government is intent on helping to facilitate the environment for business, for trade, for industry. So look at us as your partners.
Don't miss out on the leading US-Africa gathering. Join us in Dallas from the 6th to the 9th of May, where ideas will flourish, connections will be forged, and partnerships will soar to new heights. Visit our website and secure your seat. The 2024 US-Africa Business Summit is proudly brought to you by Corporate Council on Africa.
All right. So we stop the share there, folks. We stop the share there. Let us stop the share right there and then come back to our regular broadcast. Yes. So what do you make of this so far, folks? What do you make of this so far? I want to see people here. What do you make of this so far, folks? Romeo Perkins, welcome to the show. What do you make of this? These are the things that are supposed to be changing our country back there. And this is the conversation that we need to be part of. Not the thing going here. No, these are the things we want to be part of. What makes Ghana great is the kind of conversation. So what do you make of the video you just saw, folks? What do you make of the video? Oh, wait a minute, you're not seeing what I'm doing here. Who said they're not seeing what I'm doing? Did you guys watch the video? Let me ask the question. What are you talking about, Thomas the boss? I was watching the video here just now. You say you're not seeing what we're doing? Jim Maboro, did you guys see what I was showing here just now? Hold on here. Let me tell you here. Who did not see the video? Who did not see what I was showing here just now? Come on, guys. Thomas, did you see what I was seeing? I just saw the two on my phone here. How can you say you didn't see it? All right, Harris. Thank you, Harris. Not the video. You didn't see the video? You did not see the video? Our friend said he saw the video. We watched the video. Okay, thank you, guys. I don't know where the other guy coming from say he didn't see the video. Frank Sako. Oh, not Frank, but what his name? Oh, Atlanta King said he saw the video too. Yes. So, Mr. Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right. Thank you, guys. Yeah, because I mean, I usually balance it out because I got my phone here right now, so you can see me here. So I have my phone here. When I turn it on, I can be looking at myself here too. And you're going to see me raising my phone here. There go my phone. So I usually watch it on my phone, like I'm sitting just like you guys somewhere and watching it too. And so if I don't see it, then I mean you don't see it. So yeah, but anyway, that is the conversation there that is going to be taking place. Now, the question here is why Africa? All right. Why it says Africa? Why these guys are emphasizing on Africa? Why are they emphasizing on Africa, folks? Why you think you guys are emphasizing on Africa? I will tell you shortly. All right. Why you think, the amount for registration? Okay, good. Somebody said the amount for registration. Why the guy are emphasizing on Africa? Let's go back to the first video again. All right. Let's come back to the video right here.
Best practices. There was this kind of.
Let's come back to the video here, right? I want you, now that you've seen the summit was held in Morocco in 2022. I don't know whether President Weah attended that, but that question should be going to President Weah and his foreign minister. Did they attend that summit? All right. Number two, in 2023, last year, that summit was held in Botswana. Did President Weah attend that summit? All right. Dear President, we are attending that summit. All right. So I would like to know. So Sidician, I don't mean no harm here, but I mean I'm just doing everything here to make sure that Liberians benefit from the thing. So when I say what up, President, we are attending the summit, it is important because you listen to what the people just said. Now, to make it more interesting, we're coming back to the video here now. And I want you to listen to what I have been saying about 2035, 2065. That black guy is about to say something. And that black guy is part of this summit. And that's why he been in Africa there. Like I said, Liberia have been, we Liberians, we always claim to be friends with the United States. Oh, we this. But when the people are coming with the opportunity, how come we are not getting to be in the forefront? Let's listen to the black guy here again. Let's listen to him. All right.
Unfortunate and ill-founded idea that they flowed one way across the Atlantic. And this is something exciting about connectivity and integration into the global economies, that we're seeing it much more of an exchange, right, of innovative ideas and practices.
It is. No, great. It's transforming the continent, and it's transforming.
Listen to the black guy now. Listen to the black guy here. Listen to what he about to say. And I will pause it and I will stop it. Listen.
Also investment opportunities for U.S. companies looking to learn and to invest. But I think you landed, Michelle, when you mentioned the demographic changes and the demographic shift in Africa. And that is really paramount to all of these issues is young people. I mean, there's three numbers that just are striking. One is 15. The youngest country in the world is Niger. The average age is 15-year-old. The average age across the African continent, it's debatable, 18 or 19. The average age in America, 38. So literally 18, 19-year-olds. But then there's another stat that says 60% of Africans, 1.2 billion people, under the age of 25. 40% under the age of 15. This is the future workforce of the world in the African continent. So we need.
You hear that? You hear that? Did you hear what the guy say? What did he say about the workforce of Africa? What did he say about the workforce? I'm trying to have this platform to be one that we can all interact with. He's saying, he's giving the average age. Now you see how Africa is growing in younger population, and the younger workforce will always be in demand. And I want the reason why these guys are fixed on Africa, aside from the natural resources. They know there will be more energy of people. Thank you very much. The future workforce. There you go. Africa is going to be the future workforce. The CDC government had the opportunity to have remained in power today if they have collaborated with some of us. Because the information I'm giving you here, these are information that come to me all the time. Because remember, part of my career is it has to do with sustainability. And right after this conversation, we're going to go back again. So the stuff were held in Africa 2022, 2023. The other rest of the other year, because they've been in existence for 16 years now. Question is, how come we didn't see it during early time? How come we didn't see it during weird time? But these people already in Africa. Seditian, fellow Liberians, how come we didn't see that? I know what the answer is. Because we are right in America, you're working. So what do I care? My man called me and sent through that. My man, yeah, letting there's something there for you. But if we are really serious about helping our people, we should be connecting with the government. So this one, why it is true that Boakai has no agenda, at least Boakai is throwing light on it, and that's why Jay Rennie is coming. Because when I used to show the video here, nobody used to get the video any credence. But now Boakai is coming to America now. Whether he coming to can't charge or he battery, I don't give a damn. The fact that he coming to this summit here, it will be an eye opener now for many other people on the continent there, including the platform here too. So for Boakai and his people, you can talk the politics out there, but for me as a professional person, wherever I see any opportunity, I will make sure I bring it to your attention, and I will be asking questions. So let's finish listening to the guy here, and then we're going back again to our how do you call it? right back to our platform.
To invest, we need
I
to
mean,
look at
our
Africa's
presentation.
social challenges as real economic opportunities. And a lot of that comes with job creation and employment and entrepreneurship. And so our focus around agriculture is very clear, as I laid out in food security. The focus around energy access is really, really paramount to a lot of our investments, but investing in young people and helping them be placed into jobs and really create jobs. So entrepreneurship, again, it's not a silver bullet. This is like silver buckshot. We need to be having a lot of different opportunities out there for these young people. But this youth demographic that is an opportunity, that are looking and hungry for real transformational change, that are taking on technology like nowhere else in the world, is really something that we need to look at as a social challenge, but really an economic opportunity. And so our investment in entrepreneurship and African enterprise development with young people is really critical. And inclusive in that is an investment in women. And so we just know that the drivers of real change in African communities are women. When women have opportunities to increase their incomes, they actually pay for healthcare. They actually pay for education. And so it's not only that they're becoming more economically viable, but they're also transforming other social issues that we at the U.S. African Development Foundation may not focus on, which are mainly health and education. But if we help a woman become economically empowered, or a young person economically empowered, they're having financial tools, increased incomes, revenues to pay for other social challenges, and such as healthcare and education.
Fantastic.
Okay.
A lot to dig into there.
All right. So this guy is speaking from the African experience. So we'll close this guy out and we'll try to move somewhere else. All right. So let's move somewhere else. All right. Let's move somewhere else and talk about something different here now. All right. So let's move somewhere else. All right. So we're going to stay on the same, and African Summit. We want to cover everything. So let's move somewhere else now. So, all right. So my sister Jean say here, or let Boakai come. We just want to know the result from his attendance. Yes. And we are all ready to ask all the questions, Jen. There's nothing wrong. We can ask all the questions. And again, I'm not here to support anybody, but I'm just here to provide you with information in the form of awareness. I want to be aware of these things. I want to be aware, because sometimes when people say, well, how can Liberia can develop? How can we can create jobs? Other countries, through the kind of interaction, you see what other countries are doing. All right. So now that we got a big picture here, let us now go to this quick overhead press conference from this girl. All right. I'm not a fan of her because the way she conducted the interview is very sickening. So let's go there. It's still in the part of the Boakai and the topic here for the night. So let's come here and listen to the lady here.
Talk about some of those press briefing, your press. Thank you. Let me say good afternoon.
Secondly, a few days ago, the president.
I just want to move this to where you are making your statement, all right? So let's listen here.
Okay, with that being said, we will now take questions. Drastic decisions, we just published the suspension of officials of government, of institutions such as the Governance Commission, the Commissioner, as well as the chairperson, and then for the Liberia Telecommunications Authority, those members of the board were as well suspended earlier today, and a committee has been set up for the GC to be able to do a report to understand the different challenges within those institutions, particularly with the LTA. The LTA, also the General Auditing Commission, have been requested for all of them. Thank you. I look forward to taking your questions. Okay, with that being said.
All right. So in the press conference, she mentioned something about President Boakai coming to the United States. All right. She mentioned something about President Boakai coming to the United States. Now, let's come back to the PowerPoint here, right? Let's come back to the PowerPoint here. Now you know what the African Summit is, the 2024 U.S. African Summit. You already know what it is. This is the team here. But here are a few things that I want us to understand here, right? Why it is true that we are talking about Joe Boakai coming here, all right? And again, Unity Party people, when you listen here, please do not feel bad because I'm just being very objective here, all right? I believe that Joe Boakai has no agenda for this summit here. Yes, he has no agenda for the summit. Yeah, what I'm telling you, yeah, is my reason for saying that Joe Boakai has no agenda here. Joe Boakai is about to complete his 100 days in office. We are discussed on the platform what Joe Boakai promised. Joe Boakai promised that he will do certain things, such as no car will hitch, he will create jobs. But in Joe Boakai, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, now up to 100 days, there have been no action plan by Joe Boakai as it relates to his arrest. Joe Boakai has not even released his national development agenda. So what is Joe Boakai going to do to this summit that is coming? If for the past 100 days, he has not been able to address things that he campaigned for. Matter of fact, Joe Boakai has been going completely opposite of things that he said. For example, he said he was going to create jobs. But today, Joe Boakai is laying off over 40,000 people. Joe Boakai said he was about agriculture. Not a single agricultural blueprint plan you have seen from Joe Boakai. Joe Boakai talked about education. The budget that he proposed, you got to see people from outside of the government circle going to people who are closely associated with Joe Boakai to say you need to add more budget to education. But there's a man who said the E stands for education. So what is Joe Boakai actual plan for Liberia? No national development agenda. He has not even instituted or even initiated any of the arrest program. Neither his minister or director, none of them have even come up with their own vision for the ministry. So then what Joe Boakai is coming to do to this summit here? What is he coming to do? Well, let's see what this summit is going to be made of, all right? Let's come here now, all right? What do you see here? For those of you that got small eyes, please bear with me, all right? Let me go back here. I had to completely remove myself, all right, of the screen here. And I hope that you guys will be able to hear me here. Let me see here. All right, so I'm totally off the screen. Let me see where you guys can hear me here. I'm totally off the screen now. All right, so I'm totally off the screen. Yeah. Let me see where you guys can so you guys can hear me, okay? So I'm off the screen here. So let's look at some of the key things that is the key topics when it comes to the conference, all right? They're going to be blustering trade and investment flow. This will focus on increasing trade volume and investment between U.S. and African nations. That's one of the things they're going to be doing. And this is key. You guys need to be part of the kind of bullet point objective so that you can be able to have a constructive criticism on your platform with your friends wherever you are. And this, I wish this thing were in Liberia, where Liberians are listening to me on the radio and say, yes, that guy is making sense. Because you and I over here, we are not going to be directly impacted because this society, it has already established all these things we're looking at here. They just want to just extend their investment across the borderline of the United States to help other African countries. So I think the people that need to be very, very interested in this thing are those who are in Liberia. But it is unfortunate that the people back there don't really regard this voice because of political interest. So for the sake of this conversation, we'll just continue, all right? Number two, what are the key things that are going to take place in the summit that are going to prioritize? Promoting innovation and digital transformation. Now, all these things I'm talking about, the next thing you should be looking at is who are those from Liberia that will be joining Boakai? Because every bullet point here will have a subject matter expert, not just somebody with degree that come in, oh, I went to Harvard University, I went to this. No, you want people who are currently into research or currently working in areas that align with what you are looking at here. All right, moving on here. So they're going to be promoting innovation and digital transformation. Discussion will be revolve around leveraging technology to drive economic growth and improve society outcome. Do you think Liberia will going to be ready in that time? No, the particular one here, Liberia will be challenged in that one. I doubt it. Liberia will not be part of the other conference because they're going to do a group section, right? I believe they will do a group session where they will split people into different groups. And how can we be prepared? Well, let's go to the tier one. Strengthening regional and global health. All right, we have a health crisis in our country. a critical topic, especially in the wake of the global health challenges faced in recent years. Number 4, all right, addressing food security. Ensuring a stable and secure food supply chain is vital for the continent outcome and development. And then lastly, supporting climate sustainability with growing impact on climate change. This topic will explore sustainable practices and environmental stewardship. Right, folks? So let me come back here again. These are things that we play with in America here. I will tell you that one for free. We play with it in America here. We play with it here every day. When some of us go to work, let me speak for myself. Like you can go back and always say, when I go to work, these are things that we talk about all the time. We talk about it all the time. Investment meeting, business meeting. I attend the meeting. I'm part of them too as well. All right. But again, people don't value us in Liberia. But when they're in America here, that we get a kind of value. And that's why I'm just here to share that with you. So after what you just saw, let's look at who should attend this summit along with Joe Boakai. And you tell me whether we got the kind of people. Ready? Let's go. Let's go into it. Who should attend? Who should attend this summit? Let's get into it. All right. Who should attend? Number 1, the economy advisor. Joseph Boakai need to have a sound economy advisor. I'm not talking about somebody who just came from some kind of university with a college degree and say, oh yeah, I'm an economy advisor. No, we need a czar. Yeah, we need a czar, a tycoon into the economy to be able to engage, because you're going to be talking about the challenges that you are experiencing on the job, and we're going to be talking about things. So, economic advisor to engage in discussion about trade and investment. Technology expert. Who in Liberia right now is a technology expert? To explore innovation and digital transformation topic, artificial intelligence. Every career right now, for us right now, in the environmental field, there is something called environmental intelligence. Environmental intelligence now is adapting the artificial intelligence application to ensure that monitoring of air, water, and providing whatever analysis we need is being provided on our platform. This is high level, folks. This is very, very high level. I must tell you guys, this is very, very high level. Then you come to health expert policy to contribute to the conversation on global health. Before the COVID, there was a survey that was sent out to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And that survey was speaking about what if something about emergency erupt in Liberia. Those of you that follow me here during the COVID time, you got to see that survey. All right, Liberia performed poorly in that survey, especially in response to emergency crisis. Now, agriculture specialists. Who are the agriculture specialists in our country? Who are the agriculture specialists in our country that will be on our delegation with Joe Boakai? Who are Joe Boakai tapped into to address food security? Now, environmental scientists to provide insight on climate change. All right? Who Joe Boakai got in our area? Because the climate change they're going to talk about is not just text message climate change. No, they're going to talk about real seismic data on climate change. Business executive, this is where coming for us here. From sector relevant to the summit with focus area. All right. Legal advisor to navigate the international business law and regulation. The last one is interesting. The guy they call Prophet Key that always causing people. All right. The guy they call Prophet Key that always causing people. My fellow Liberians. You see at the bottom there, they talk about cultural ambassador to foster goodwill and culture. Let me ask you guys the question. And the question go to every one of you guys. The Prophet Key guy you're talking about, you saw that video I just showed you. Is he able to sit among the people to have any discussion? Or is just in the Liberian community that people say, oh yeah, that would be, that would. Maybe. Maybe. But I just decided to ask that question. With the summit coming up, let me read some of the comment in here now. All right. So looking at Prophet Key over there, folks. All right. Looking at the summit over there. Do you think Prophet Key can be part of that commission? All right. So that's why I see my brother say, as I look at no. Romeo said no. Harry, let me see. Harry said no. Anybody else? D Black said no. So, all right. Somebody say what? Technology expert Martin Colley. Do you understand what I mean by technology expert, Frank? Frank, are you just joking or are you serious? You think classroom alone is technology expert? The people that are building the artificial software, you think that people that just came from the classroom to talk about technology expert? Start joking here, Frank. Let me see what the brother said. The brother said, Mr. You can disagree, but using your emotion to throw jab at person who has good intention for his country is insane. Boakai said he was committed to completing certain project within 100 days. All right, period. And that project had not yet started. As a patriotic son of the soil, he has more right to credit Boakai. Yes, I mean, we also want to criticize each other here, but it is what it is, Sutumaska. So whoever disagree with what I'm saying here, then they don't understand what it means to be in a democratic country, and that will roll into our next topic of discussion. All right, that will roll into our so Sutumaska. I don't know who you're talking to, whether it is me or somebody else, but that is going to roll into our next topic of discussion, and that is what you're looking at here right now. And that is A.B. Kromah and Hassan Fadiga, their impropriety behavior. Yes, their impropriety behavior. I know, Frank. Frank, I know, Frank. You got to share out a joke here. I know, Frank. But I got to participate in the joke too. I know, just to size it up. But guys, you will get to see the next topic here now is getting very interesting here. All right. So this guy, I only got to know who he is based on what they had done to him here. Very, very shameful. This is scary. And this again, we're going to go into another important conversation here on this other platform here too. Yes. We are going to go into another conversation here on the platform here. Yes. All right. So this guy here, all right, he came on some type of scan. And these two guys, A.B. Kromah and this guy they call Fatiga. They tried to sandwich this guy. The reason I put the guy in the middle, the two guys tried to sandwich him. The other one to turn him into a beef burger or a chicken sandwich. That's what they were trying to do. So the question I get to ask you guys here today, all right? Let me ask you guys this question. All right? Let me ask you guys a question before we get into the topic here. According to the story we got, A.B. Kromah and Fatiga, they invited the guy to a hotel. What was the purpose of the invitation? We don't know. But don't the guy have their office to invite people? Yes, they got a DEA office, right? So if somebody is suspected of anything, shouldn't they be invited to the DEA office and put that person into a secure conference room and begin to have conversation? Why the two guys decided to ask for this guy to come to a hotel for a conversation? Why it is true that hotel, there are many activities that can take place within a hotel. But the question here is, was it necessary for the guy to be in a hotel? Well, before you answer that question, let me give you a few data for you to at least listen to and see what sense you can make out of it. All right? So let's listen to this interview.
My name is Andrew Ganda. I work at Magic Group of Company, and then this is my CEO. Firstly, when we went to Royal Grand Hotel, we left with our CEO because the DEA boss invited him for a conversation.
And folks, one thing I want to draw to your attention here too, right? I want you to look at all the young guys in here. All right. Look at the young faces. Look at these guys. These are young guys, very young people. All right. These are very young people. These are very, very young people. Very young people. Now, when you go back to the black guy who are talking about the age on the continent of Africa, why job is so necessary. That's one of the things I'm so disappointed in Mr. Weir. These people look up to George Weah, but George Weah did not also his quest to come to some of us to say, my beginning, what you can do here to keep the garden up here. Nothing Mr. Weah was able to do. That's why when I see Silesian trying to go around and want to be going other Boakai people there, you got your own homework to do. And you're not doing your homework. You're running behind Boakai people there. No. You got homework that was never done. But look at the young people, folks. Look at them. Very young people. But let's listen to them here right now, right? Somebody say, oh, they met. Let that mentor you over there. Let's listen to what we have here. And then we'll get ready for that next one, okay? So let's continue here. Here is the real deal here. Here is the real deal. Let's continue here, folks. Let's continue.
Say you suspect like me having and selling jobs. And then, so we as a concern, then we choose to follow our boss to know what is it. So as we left, we went along with our boss, and then we reached the Royal Grand Hotel. We met the DA boss in your meeting, and then we asked her the way. Well, meaning when we left, we went upstairs. After the meeting, we met with him. He and our boss were having a conversation. Through a conversation, and then this journalist named by Chris, and then trying to play with the phone. While I was trying to play with the phone, and then the DA boss tried to ring in so that I meant telling him and say him or like video recalling him. And then my other police asked the DA boss, what is it like a man when a man recall him, and then what is it like so big about it? So he tried to ring another morning so that my police. And then later on our boss asked us not to speak again because we now wanted to be the one speaking for him. And then we left the scene and then go downstairs. And we went downstairs, and then a DA boss along with our boss was talking. Later on, the DA boss ordered some of the guys. So what you are trying to stand on is our CEO. The CEO said, no, I can't be eliminated in this manner form. If you choose for my worker not to stay around here, then your guys too should be all like freedom for all to be able to speak one. So while we are there, yesterday on my boss said you're not competent and you're not here therefore man to continue to sit alone with him to have a conversation because you're feeling so hard like you're trying to do something different. You're not safe. And then he left and then he came downstairs. What we're trying to go to a guy right away. Fadiga, we is a deputy DA boss. Open your tear gas and then try to spray out pepper spray. So it's what happened.
So okay, we've got your account. We're going to move back to the next person who will be speaking to us. How are you doing? What's your name?
Okay, thank you very much. My name is AZP Kuglo. I work in the department, the OSA department, print books, newspaper and stuff. Yesterday, we were in our various offices. The CEO came, he told that we have an invitation to Royal Grand Hotel. But the invitation we have to do with the DA boss. So you don't really safe to go there alone. So he said everybody should pause their work and follow him. So we got there, and what I noticed when I got there is that it was a calculated plan. I saw a very heavy presence of DA officers were employed all over. So when we went, like my police really put it, when they said we should leave the scene where they were having the conversation, we came downstairs. Well, if you can see where we were standing, we could see them directly. We saw one of the huge guy, I don't know he's security to AB or one of them. He and C, we were standing over C, we keep talking, pointing finger. So we all very concerned, say, but they put downstairs to see, for them to have a civil conversation. We see the guy just keep pointing finger. So what was saying is the Royal Grand Hotel security said, okay, I beg your key come. So he said the place is a business place. You go on the side and sit, nothing will happen to your CEO. So we left, we went on the side, we sit. When we sit, the DA guys who were all around, they left, they went up a little bit, you know. So we were saying what they call it, looking at the scene. But what I noticed seriously was the heavy presence of DA officers. They were all around, the cars were all around. So when we were sitting watching, we saw CEO coming down. When we saw CEO coming down, all our way called to us, you know, to our boss. While going, I saw the DA officer like they deploying, some going at the back, some going at the front and stuff. So we were escorting our CEO to the car. While we were going there, this car, the deputy boss, was just provoking, just throwing talk. You know, he wanted to attack. He wanted to attack. I was very close. There's a video that you see now. I was very close to the CEO. So he keep throwing talk, and then the security guard were coming around like they want to carry arrest also. So while we were protecting the CEO now to carry in the car, he used the pepper spray and spray directly in your face. When they used the pepper spray, it means everybody dispersed. They started to chase everybody, running after him just to say he was, you know, he had committed crime. They wanted him, running after him. Now we ran and then we put in the car. We were able to escape. It was almost like a death scene. They arrested some of our body. They beat them. They stepped on their head. How we left on there yesterday. Everybody that went to that place yesterday, most of us were tear gas, we were beating, and so that what happened yesterday.
So we're going to take next comment, I think, from the gentleman who stands right by us here.
Yes.
So welcome to the media. Do you care to tell us the details of what all your colleagues are explaining between your CEO of the company and what transpired between the DEA and the company yesterday?
Oh, okay. Firstly, I'm McDonough Yimba. I work with the Magic Group of Company. Yesterday in the morning, the DEA boss, who is A.B. Kromah, he called our company line. He took the number from the billboard. He called the company line. Our head of finance was the one who picked up the phone. He said that he wanted to talk to the owner of the phone. So that how the head of finance told him that. But this is a company phone, it's not an individual phone. So that how he started talking like he was harsh. I want to talk to the owner of the phone. You know who you talking to? You are talking to A.B. Kromah. How my head of finance came upstairs to the CEO office. So Kim, the CEO, were on the discussion without the audio. So he told CEO that he want to see CEO at Royal Hotel by 2 o'clock. So the high CEO said, okay, I will reach there. So when CEO was going, we the employees here, we knew that things were not going right there. So we forced CEO that we will follow him. CEO said we shouldn't go. We said no, we will go with you because we know how Liberian security looking like. Before you reach down there, something else happened, and the same thing that we were discussing, that's what happened. So when we reached to Royal Hotel yesterday by 2, we entered the hotel. The first place we entered was the restaurant. So A.B. Kromah said that he don't want to talk with CEO in the restaurant. He will go upstairs. I know he said first he said he had an office upstairs. So there's a lobby upstairs in Royal Hotel. So we all walk up. He and see he put CEO down there. We have boss TV boss, we just Chris. Three of them were sitting on the table. So we the employees were there, were around, were sitting. So A.B. Kromah said that all the employees should come down. So one of our staff said, but this is not an illegal thing. So why are you telling us to calm down? I saw him live in place of court. All the DEA men deploy around the fence. So our boss talked to us. He said that we should come downstairs. So everybody listening, we came downstairs. So we were down. There's a fat bodyguard who was beside A.B. Kromah. We came downstairs. He was over CEO, talking to CEO that type of harsh way. So I think CEO told him to leave because A.B. Kromah told us to leave. So his security have to leave too. So they started tossing some kind of way. That how A.B. Kromah talked to his security. The security dressed a little bit. So we stayed down. After a while, the CEO and him discussed, plus our company lawyer, CEO came downstairs. So when CEO was coming downstairs, the deputy director of DEA, which is Fadiga, he was coming towards the building. So when CEO passed by him, he was supposed to go in, but he keep being CEO. When CEO coming towards the car, he started talking all kind of a thing, how we dealing drugs, the place we getting our money from, they will know like DA is an NSA to come ask us if how we getting our money. We are not drug related people. Everybody here, I can tell you, we know nothing about drugs. We don't know nothing about anything pertaining to drugs. We are advertisement company. We into advertisement, and we are the #1 advertisement company in the country. All the light posts you see in Central Moravia, Pinsville City, all the light posts, we own it. All the overhead boats, we own it. We got a contract with Orange Liberia, 1xBet, Liberty Investment. We got a contract with so many companies that even if we show you one contract, if you see money, you'll feel like it's not real. But we into advertisement. That's where we take our money from. Our money are legit money. So yesterday, Fadiga started talk on CEO. When you were talk on CEO, that CEO told him that my man would take this legal. Before we go look, all of a sudden, Fadiga took the pepper spray. I want to call it because it was very big, like a fire extinguisher. He took him, went straight in CEO face because I was on his left, then my brother on his right. Then we got our advertisement director who was right behind him, straight into his face. So when he sprayed the pepper spray into CEO face, that CEO knew down from there, hell CEO, the DA man, they rushed on us. So luckily for us, we were fast to put him in the car and get away. That how the man started busy. Just imagine the stores from our employees' phone there. The well employees' phone, the big employees of pepper spray people who don't even have rock in their hand. And the people and the DA people yesterday, they beat us up very good because they feel that they in power.
So in totality, how many people got victimized in the riot, in the incident?
In the incident, I can say like almost 15% DA people beat yesterday. Because what in numbers were like around 20 to 25. Like, just few of the employees went.
Okay, I think we can take one comment from the female, the only female among the employees currently here. How you doing?
All right, before we get to the female, this is a very concerning issue here, guys. And for me, I'm not just going to treat the issue here as a political issue. I will have my say right after here. And if anyone who is closely in association with the CEO, I really want to reach out to him, because what I'm going to be providing here at the end of the conversation, it has a lot of weight to destroy A.B. Kromah. But let's listen to the conversation, and after we have absorbed everything, I will be coming up with the real information. And I hope that the CEO himself can forget about what is taking place over there on our criminal platform and come here, because I have enough information that he can utilize to go beyond the government of Liberia, and I'm going to be providing it here. So if the CEO or anybody who is related to the incident that happened, just tell them to come and join the conversation here. And for me, I'm willing. All I need, you want to see what I need to push the thing beyond the border of Liberia, because the A.B. Kromah guy, he has a history, and it's just a matter of adding more to it. Because this case, they saw what happened, and they explaining. For Sakor, I think Sakor asking here, which were the young guys do? Sakor, you listen to the guy with the driller, right? They are into billboard printing and other stuff. These guys trying to make ends meet. A.B. Kromah sat in Akure for 6 years. Couldn't come to America where he once worked as a prison guard to come and get a job here. But he had just been sitting in that country. Now they're getting lay power now. He is again doing what he does best. So let's listen to the female here again, guys. Let's continue to listen here. That country is not safe. That country is not safe. A.B. Kromah, let me come back here again. You see what when I always tell you guys that some guys in America are not doing nothing here? You see Fadiga? What level of experience Fadiga carry in America? From America to Liberia, what? These guys been saying that on spoon, right? They been coming and say the call and say analyze it. You saw what they do to the people. You're listening to what they do to the young people. That how you de-escalating to take fire extinguisher and spray name people eye. Liberian, you will always have the choices of making. You will always have the will to make choices, We always make the wrong choices. Men are fatigued and somebody there. These guys are standing here on phone from sunrise to sunset. Nothing they were doing, looking for a job. And you looking at them now. That is what they're giving the Liberian people now. That's all. You from America here. You see a situation over there. Is that the best approach you guys got? Even my dog cannot go to Liberia over there. Tell you guys right now. My dog cannot go to Liberia right now. Men if I go, Liberia Broadcasting System Managing Director, Fadiga, DA, the country is declining. The country is declining. If you ever had the opportunity to see video, during the Doe era, during the Tomo era, these guys that were in the position today, that these guys just messing with, those are guys that were sound lesson individuals, educationally, experientially, they had those things. But look how the country is today. Wow. Anyway, let's get back to the female here. Let's listen to the female here.
Miss Maria Matoko from Magic Group of Company. You know, I've been with this man for so many years. And yesterday I was so disappointed when he sent me out to go get his food. On my way back, you know, people know me because actually I one of the female I always with him. Somebody called me down, but you said here and I said to Royal Hotel, they attack your boss man, they even use tear gas on him. So I only ran to the market, I went and got potato green and went there. When I went there, I saw the whole place was like, ain't no like people were jealous when they had war or riot. So I said, about this is serious. Like how I go on, but I came back when I came, I met my CEO in tears. And he was on life, and I was on the life with him. You know, like Liberian people, we are highly disappointed because this young man, since we've been knowing him, even on Sisha, I have never seen him with him before. But to be accused today like he was just artist, we are totally disappointed in Liberian people because this young man, he took every one of us of nothing, no qualification, nothing. As a Lune, he only took our sympathy to help us Liberians. But today, people coming out to say he has this and that, and we don't want to affect. So I'm highly disappointed.
So if you give an opportunity to speak to the international community or to speak to the president of Liberia of what transfer between your CEO and the Liberian Drugs Enforcement Agency, what will you say?
I will tell them that if they accuse this man of being a drug addict, and today or tomorrow this man take action that seriously I'm the drug addict, I will close down my business. And then we'll hold their hair responsible because some of us, we have nowhere to go. Let me say, you see me say today, I have a degree, but no one could take me. I went around with application, no one could take me. He took me with all nothing.
You hear that, folks? There are a lot of brilliant people in our country. And as I look at the young people, you just saw the African summit that is coming up, right? The last thing any government will want to do is to degrade, de-evaluate, and reduce the workforce. Any government will like to increase the workforce. But Joe Boakai and his close associate, they are trying to decrease the workforce. That's what they're trying to do. They are trying to decrease the workforce. Let me answer my sister question here. Mr. Dapo, why Liberia is so lawless? Very easy answer, my sister. Let me keep you on there. Liberia is lawless because there is no enforcement action to our laws. We legislate the law, we put it into action, but the behavior of our people and holding them accountable, that is not part of the equation. That's why lawlessness is taking over. It's just like you playing football, baseball. People keep violating the baseball rules. But the ref, he's not flagging those play. He's not blowing against the play. And people just keep firing each other, violating the rules. So when he is not holding himself accountable to ensuring that those who are on the field of play are held accountable, then the number of foul will increase. Liberia is a country that claims to be a nation of law, but we are not holding people accountable for their bad behavior. And that's why the lawlessness is going on. Guy like A.B. Kromah, who signed a contract for 6 years, and never did anything substantial. All he does now is to go around and be harassing people. Then you got the other clown from America here that sat on here and did nothing. And they gave him a job. And all he can do is to take tear gas and tear gas people. At what point, and what is the regulation? What is the rule of engagement when it comes to using tear gas? What was in that situation that triggered him to use tear gas? These guys, they are all for no good. You see, it came a time A.B. Kromah and Fadiga were not getting along. If you ask me about my 2 plus 2 equal 3, let me repeat myself again. If you ask me my 2 plus 2 equal 3, don't be agitated or don't say, oh, he doesn't know what he's saying. No. The reason my 2 plus 2 equal 3 is because I have 95% of professional guess. That's why I'm saying 2 plus 2 equal 3. That means what I'm thinking in my mind, I don't have the evidence yet, but what I'm thinking, Fadiga left from here to go and steal in our country. A.B. Kromah want to steal in our country, but the both of them, they were not aligned with their stealing, and that's why they were not getting along. But I think overnight, they had sat down and said, hey, my man, yeah, you from America, yeah. Oh, I was making plan with you because I thought you came with that American rule. No, my man, I'm here to steal too. For real, yes. Oh, but then we're in it now. Yeah, how we're going to do it? We're going to send for that guy. He's going to come to the hotel here, and we're going to harass him. And that is the relationship that both of them have built now. Those two guys are in for no good. They are going to go steal. They have finally now put their differences aside because Fadiga is not coming like someone from America here. He had joined the school of people who live from here to go and enrich themselves. And that's the game they play now. So they are together now. Liberia has learned a lesson? No. We will continue to see more examples. So the reason the country is becoming lawlessness is because we had no enforcement arm within our system of governance. People go out there and do things, they are not held accountable. All right? Let's make progress here. And thank you for that question. I really appreciate you. Let's continue listening to the sister here.
So today, when you take them men down, you are taking people down where they have able to, what they may able to help today. You, the government, doesn't able to help us, and you take them men down. Definitely, and we the one we the say you are suffering.
Okay, thank you. Say your name again.
I'm Marama M. Tucker from Major Group of Companies.
Madam Tucker, people would like to know, in a Adjective woman working with the company, say you have a degree. Which of the area do you have your degree in?
I had a degree with Royal Institute, which I do secretarial science, and I went to Liberia returning, which they gave me a degree we obtained of interior decoration.
Okay. Certificate.
No, the degree. Okay. It was a degree. They gave
okay.
Degree.
Thank you.
They say it was an AA.
Okay, AA. It's a degree. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's go to the question. I think from one of the guys. Come and say welcome. Can you guys please just call your name and we'll get in the conversation?
Thank you, sir. Manuba, come in. I am the oldest worker in this company. Wow. You understand? When I met this man, no one knew him to be boss man for anybody. I choose to be my boss. 11 years. If I'm not making a mistake. I haven't seen a guy with a cigarette. A cigarette. My life today, when people will respect me, God first is for him. So when therefore yesterday how I work, I have zero pain on my back. I tried calling him, but someone said you were in meeting with some visitors, so I didn't bother. I went one. I don't know what yesterday because I had zero pain. When I heard the news and I heard away, it made me feel very, very bad. With this guy, the one my sister just said, imagine even the half of the worker in her. A lot of impact in our life. If anybody who will not say, okay, I will say, for our family, our children today, I got a child who is 20 years, I got a child 18, 19 years. My mother or father don't give me money. You understand? He's the man who, beside your salary, if you need money for another thing, he will come to you straight. So for someone else coming to say he's a drug dealer, no. If anything about this guy, I'm supposed to know because even a man selling drugs, 11 years, somewhere he will introduce to you because you got to make money. You know a lot about him. So I'm very, very disappointed. In those guys they appointed to be, how they call it, GA bosses or what have you. I think if someone could be somewhere around here yesterday, there will be a different because even you could be my brother. With testing this guy, you will test me. We don't have to be like hanging with you all the time. But if someone will spoon feed you, almost like spoon feed us, you can protect him, then you can protect yourself. I not being a guy, someone could be somewhere else. Maybe you, someone here could be pushing wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
But why him, even he pay you $200 before that $200 you come see you and woman renting, he will give it. A lot of people can attest to that. He pay people more than what you're supposed to get. So now he give you how much your rent, 500, he will give it to you, and then still ask the manager to pay you. So tell me how many Liberians can we find this department? Nobody. How many Liberians? Nobody. Even my own family have been doing it for me. I was here today. Nobody. My family have been doing it for me.
Thank you, sir. You're going to take comment from one other person. Yes. Say your name again. Tamanyuma. Okay. Can you speak to us briefly?
What happened yesterday? I don't know. We don't know. For them, if you come and minister, we care for them business. For now, what I tell them, know about jobs. They can smoke. Who can smoke? Who can drink? When they for them say can tell for that one. Cigarette can smoke cigarette. Now yesterday they sponsored. They say they must be about jobs.
You see, little folks, let me just hold the thing over there, right? So all the young people you see, if anybody think that they are sedition, you are seriously mistaken. These young people are fighting for their jobs. And in order to prove to you and I, every finger is pointing to that young man who is uplifting them. I mean, can you imagine? Can you feel the stories that each of the guys are sharing? You can see the passion in their eyes, in their emotions. Look at the guy they call Tama. Is he your Gizi guy? I remember during the Samuel Kanyando era, it was very difficult for you to find Crown men supporting something. They are not saying that they were Crown not supporting things. In the Boakai age, this guy is a Gizi guy from Boakai place there, right? But the sincerity, the sincere idea, feelings that he has for this guy is not giving him the opportunity to come down and say, look, I am a Gizi man. You know why he identified himself? Because he's trying to tell you and I that Boakai is a Gizi man president. I just want you guys to know that we all are not in favor of what Boakai is doing. That's why he identified himself as a Gizi man. That is why he identified himself as a Gizi man. All the other people that spoke, they never said. The other guy who left before he came, he said he is the oldest. He's talking about in terms of age. He never mentioned his tribe. But this guy is coming and telling you that I am a Gizi man. That is something that he adding to that. And that's what I'm trying to explore on that. I mean, expose that to you guys. That somebody said, I believe everything you guys are saying. I do believe that too. All right, let's continue.
For them business, we don't know. We don't know. You know how much already okay? When they make me, they make a place on take they make pay my rent.
So how long you been working for?
Now 3 years so I went on. And the people who almost rado. And I lepo who can fix it, who can hang it.
Okay, thank you. Say your name again.
Tamanyuma.
Okay, so we're going to go back to CEO now.
All right, so we are now coming to the CEO, and then right after the CEO, we will be sharing some. Look, all right. Look, folks, Henry Yango, I will start with you. All right. There's no need to laugh in the story here, Henry Yango. All right. There's no need to laugh in the story here. I'll be very candid and honest with you guys. The root cause of the problem that we see in the country today, the root cause, the failure of the WIA administration to listen to people like us out here. That is the root cause of the problem. WIA did some good things, but the contributing factor to WIA defeat, it was lack of communication to engage the young people. So when I see sedition trying to say, oh, we scored a political point, no, you guys, the manner in which we are conducting a government is the reason why the guys are like this today. Remember, we are defeated Boakai. He defeated Boakai. So then how come Boakai came out to defeat him with that small margin? So I want you to think about that. So when we look at inherited problem, Boakai inherited the thing because of Joe we are mistake. So for me, I will not take pride in seeing the young people expressing themselves. No. I will be asking myself and kicking myself in the foot. Where myself, I'll be shooting myself in the foot. Where did we go wrong? And Mr. We are already focused on communicating with the young people, giving them hope. That nonsense will not be happening today. It was not going to happen because Boakai was the least choice. That's why you saw how close the election came. Even we have won the election in the first round. But because the people did not trust we are again. And that's why they made a decision. There are many people that have said, hey, my people, Boakai and we are, but what we will do now? So let's be honest here. Nobody tell you the honest here. I will tell you guys, become an analyst. And you know, I have to tell you guys, that's what I do for a living. And you know. So whatever Boakai doing today, we are the one that opened the, we are the one that did it. Ole. And you know why the championship league? Ole. Ole. We are the one that did it. Ole. He did it Ole for Boakai to come in. And you got to accept a sedition. You got to accept it. The last thing I will say to sedition, if you don't accept the truth, you cannot win that election in 2029. If you don't accept your mistake, you cannot win that election in 2029. I'm telling you guys now from the bottom of my heart. You cannot win that election in 2029. You got to accept that you made a mistake. Let's continue here. I got some video coming on again for you guys to prove what I'm telling you guys right now. Just watch. We're in here today. Let's continue.
Against the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency, against the margin group of company. So let's hear from the horses. Hello, sir.
Sure. Thank you. You see, these are the people they call drug dealers. This, I want the country to look at these people.
Yeah.
So it is because that these are the young people. These are not even all my employees because of the space. I can't put everybody here. These are the people that Ebi Kromah is saying that I put talks together to go with me.
I understand, Yango. I got you.
You must learn to let your work speak for you. I am supposed to be the one to question Ebi Kromah's integrity. Ebi Kromah can't question my integrity. You understand? Because in my track record, nobody can ever find me in anything nonsensical. Like I stated earlier, I was talking to somebody on the phone and they told me that, oh, because people come in with drugs from Sierra Leone, and then because I have a relationship or connection with Sierra Leone, then it must be me that is bringing this drug. Why? I don't even understand this kind of stupidity. Even if you need me to aid your investigation, it is a decision that I will make. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have to participate. I'm not a paid DEA agent. You understand? I don't have no entitlement to whatsoever working with the DEA. I did not went to the Senate to articles of be confirmed or take an oath to serve this country in that manner. Ebi Kromah invited me yesterday. There was a positive invitation that ended up him beating up on me and then pepper spraying me and assaulting my workers and myself. And we are taking stand to take legal action against him. And we're not going to play with this matter. Many Liberians are in the same state, being marginalized. They are suffering in the hands of Ebi Kromah and authorities and government because they do not have a voice or a platform to talk. How can you call this challenged Liberians? Us, we are all challenged Liberians. Us as a drug dealer. I instill value upon my employees. I tell them not to drink, not to smoke. It is not encouraging my working place. Neither to take drugs. Upon all the people that have seen me, they've never seen me with a cigarette, shisha, or alcohol.
All right, guys, let me just hold it right there, right? This is our African brother, I believe he's from Sierra Leone, right? You see how well he articulating the issue? You see how very constructive he is? He's very constructive. I'm enjoying his conversation. He's very measured, he's cool and calm and ready disseminating the information. And he's right. When you look at his track record, but the way he presenting himself, looking at the value that he just talked about, he still value into my boys. That's something that should convince you that the young people in our country, they need somebody who will start to mentor them. If I look at these guys, there's no doubt in my mind that I would tell you they are drug dealer or they are messing with drugs. No. These guys look at young people. You see how they got him full behind here? Look to the, if you facing the CEO, look to what his watch is. You see how they got fold their hands? Don't we see these people like this in America when somebody big is talking, how we fold our hand? This is the sign of respect. This body language here is the sign of respect. When you see people folding their, I do this all the time on my job. I do this all the time on my job, and I'm sure many of you guys will, are engaged in the kind of practice where you see your boss speaking or somebody who is very responsible in terms of leadership. You fold your hand like this. This is someone who is providing mentorship to these boys, giving them reason to live in Liberia. And then you have a guy who was not even able to produce anything for anybody in our country. He is now over there now, just harassing those people. That's what he's doing. Thank you very much, Harry. Let's continue here, folks.
How can you connect me? Drug dealers you're talking about, see how stupid that these people can sound. Yeah? That you will tell me, a man like myself.
Thank you very much, the boss. Thank you.
A picture with Prince Johnson. Then I mean the person that killed, then the killing that Prince Johnson killed president, then I mean that I killed the person.
Yeah.
I don't even have a picture with a drug dealer to state that fact. If you are insinuating that I know somebody from Sierra Leone, so because you know somebody, because your mom born somebody that crazy, you crazy child too? Just think about it for a second. How low mentality this country has turned into.
Yeah.
The president, people that he selected in the Drug Enforcement Agency, especially AB and Fadiga, do not harness the professionalism to phantom that responsibility.
I couldn't agree more.
In fact, I feel like AB and Fadiga are not mentally stable for that job.
Yeah.
I can be very, very clear with you.
I support you on that one.
Obi Kromah and Fadiga, you can tell that AB was very high, intoxicated. I don't smoke, but
Yeah.
I know people that smoke. If you tell him, if you see my eye, the pepper spray went straight in my eye, made my whole eye red. I get cataracts in my eye. I went to Apex, and then they're saying that if I don't go there for checkup, that thing can cause partial blindness. AB wanted to kill me yesterday. AB wanted to kill me yesterday. He has history of killing people. He wanted to kill me yesterday.
Yep.
None of the process in which I was handled in that manner was legal.
Yeah.
None of the process. Royal Hotel is not DEA. AB does not negotiate with criminals. Does not negotiate with criminals. Why would AB call me in a secret meeting? For what? To negotiate with me if I was a criminal? AB is supposed to pursue criminal and take them to the law so that they can be processed and then they can have their day in court. AB cannot steal my rights. I'm going to take AB to court, and AB is going to tell the court, I'm going to challenge the justice system, why a citizen like myself would be harassed by AB Kromah.
So, what was the exact reason?
Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. So, due to time, guys, we have to move on. All right. We have to move on. Let's move on. All right. Let's move on because I have something else to provide for these guys. All these guys, if you know any of these guys, let me just share my screen here. All right. But before I even share my screen, let's bring the image back here. Whatever the guy said, he's not wrong. Whatever the guy is saying, he is not wrong. Yes. He is not wrong. And here's why he's not wrong about AB Kromah. I'm going to take myself off the screen here so we can see a bigger picture here. This is AB Kromah's entire record here, folks. Read it for yourself. Take your time and read AB Kromah's record. Take your time and read AB Kromah's record. Take your time and read it. I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes to read AB Kromah's record. That is AB Kromah's record in the database system of the UN. That is the record right there. That is his record right there. So what that guy is saying, he's not wrong. He's right. He's not wrong. He's absolutely right. That is AB Kromah's record over there. That is a record. Take your time and read it. That is AB Kromah's record right there. Have you read enough now? Should we move ahead? Have you read enough? Or are you taking your time to read? I'm reading the comments here. That is his record right there, folks. That is A.B. Kromah record right there. That is the main record over there. That's the main record over there. All right. You want to take a screenshot? Go ahead and take your screenshot. I'll give you time to take a screenshot. That is A.B. Kromah record there. Those guys that interview A.B. Kromah, this is what they need to present to the Liberian people. This is what they need to present to the Liberian people. All right? This is what they need to present to the Liberian people about A.B. Kromah. I hope you guys see enough. That is A.B. Kromah that he record there. All right? That is his record. That's who he is. So let's come back here again quickly here and let's finish this guy interview here quick.
At the hotel, instead of inviting you at his DA office, what was the exact reason he quoted?
He just wanted to talk to me. Like, listen, this is not the work of the DA. Does not invite you as a criminal to talk to you. I'm very surprised. Oh, I know you. I've been knowing you. Ebi know me, yes. Ebi does not know anything bad about me. My reputation proceeds over Ebi.
Yep.
Like I would say, if you're talking about somebody that is supposed to judge people by reputation, Ebi is by no far qualified to even point one finger at me, not to talk about half. You understand? So him calling me is to talk to me, to engage me on what? So this is how the DA now is operated. Are you telling me now, you media personnel, that the DA will take criminal and negotiate with criminal?
Since you get all this right at the back of your head, why did you attend AB invitation in the hotel?
Because after confirming with him that there is nothing he could find, he shouldn't even waste his time. Even if I was going to go to the hotel legally by my recording at my office number, that it makes no sense. But he insisted that he still want to see me. I went there with my lawyer, so that my lawyer could also tell him that there was no legal mandate in which I could be called in such a manner. So we went there and then we interrogated. I'm not a person that is running from the law. In fact, I'm a person that embraces law. I embraces law. And Liberia is a country of law. AB does not have a right to assault no citizen, or neither meet somebody passing on the street and just hold them, say you want to carry. That is the attribute of a mad DEA operative, a mental DEA operative. Anybody that will be a crazy DEA operative will meet anybody from the street and say, "Oh, I owe you, I owe you, I owe you." That's how you operate. But DEA have a procedure in how they process people. They catch you, they connect you with their facts, and then they send you to court. DEA is not a legal system. It is the first harm in how you apprehend criminals. AB is not qualified for DEA job. He's not. And in my intellect, AB and myself cannot even connect together. We have here 124 Liberians working for us. How would a person why would I suffer myself in employing 124 Liberians and not put them in drug? Rather put them in printing press, and put them in billboard, and put them in articles of other tailoring and other sectors, constructions, electricity and all those stuff. Why would I suffer myself to put these Liberians through that process rather than give them drug? There's nobody here that can tell you that I've even handed them one cigarette. If I see cigarettes in their mouth, I'll slap it out.
Okay.
My name is Edwin Chi. It is your first time being accused of drugs?
It's my first time, to the best of my knowledge. This is a pilot because, Liberia is, I'm a Liberian, like I would say, just for the record. See my passport? This is my passport. In fact, this is my new passport. See, for reference, just for media. This is my old passport. This is the one I renewed in Ellen and articles of Joseph Yuma Boakai time, and this is the one I had in Ellen time. See, again, as displayed for the media. See it? All the countries in which I've traveled, including the United States of America, I've carried with me Liberian passports. You understand? I believe that people are not too exposed to just the idea of us being successful in Liberia. We don't even believe. We believe that Lebanese and other African people are supposed to be successful in business. They don't believe that Liberians can actually make it. So when they see me making it, they don't know, they don't understand. Instead of coming to learn how I'm making it, they're not understanding how it is done. So it is easier to tie our success to drug-related stuff, but that is not true.
So I want to know, my name is Emmanuel from the New Dawn newspaper and Liberia Popular Radio Live. Upon your meeting with the DA boss, what was the communication between you and him, the conversation between you and him? What did he ask you?
Yeah, so he wanted to meet with me, basically, and he said he wanted to talk to me about it. He had some things that, was fine in the air, he wanted to put to rest. I'm like,
so when you reach, what did
and
he
then,
say?
And then later I said, well, listen, whatever that you want to put on rest, you can talk on phone. I don't have to.
Yeah, so when you reach, what did he say?
So this I'm just saying to you what he had been saying. So on the recording, so I told him that is not, listen, I don't have nothing to do with DA. I don't want to talk to DA. I don't have no intention of meeting the DA. So from that stage, his feet started going down. You could understand that the motive, because once you say I want to see you, I mean I won't visit you say no, I don't want you to visit me. They say I will visit you, they mean you won't poison me. So he demanded this meeting. And I complied because I'm a citizen and I like to be, I love to comply with the law. Conformity with the law. So I said, okay, even though I was not comfortable, my entire employees advised me not to visit, not to go. And I said I will go. But because I demanded that I will go, all of them, they said they will follow. And for me, I have developed these people and I work with these people. We're now like a family. There's no relative that I have here. These are all strangers around me. These are not people in ghetto. We're here every day working on this particular.
Let me hold that guy right there, folks. Every time the guy mentions something very significant, I will have to pause it there because I want to make a point. Did you hear what he just said? I helped to develop these guys. What do we learn in this country here? You go to school, they help to develop your mind. You work with a supervisor, they help to develop you. You work with a company, they help to develop you. This guy is a very sound guy. Very sound guy. And on top of that, he's creating jobs. This guy is like a father figure. He's like a mentor to these young people. And nothing else. They're good for nothing losers. Look, I don't bring these guys. Again, I bring the lawmakers. Their inability. You see, there are a lot of contributing factors that will affect the population of Liberians across many, many communities in that country because of the failure of the national legislature. They confront these guys by not even knowing who these guys are. And then what happened after the confirmation? They become a buku man on these people. Let's continue, folks. Let's continue. I'm enjoying the conversation here.
Building, we own this building. You will go around and tour these facilities and see many, many machines here that are making thousands and hundreds of millions of dollars here. And the people that are doing it are no other persons but Liberians that you're looking at. So most of them are being trained. We're working with them. I don't even have to know your background. You just have to come to me and cry. Most of these people that are here came to me with the arm of sympathy. And then I started developing people. So how can you come to me and look at me and connect me with any kind of drug? Just because somebody can come from Sierra Leone that come here and stuff. But you're supposed to say that me and Prince Johnson, we kill somebody from a president. Simple. Because that's how stupid it sounds.
But have you ever taken photo any drugs?
But let them show me. They have the proof to show me one. Because when you come, you met me in my office.
We just want to get something clear.
You cannot see me. Listen to me. People Photoshop all the time. We work here.
Exactly.
You get me? Anything you do like that sort, you have to prove it to the media.
Yep.
I don't even go out. I don't even go to nightclub. How will you go catch me with drug dealer? I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't go nightclub. How will you connect me with anything of crime?
So you see, look, guys, let me see. Let me tell you what's going on here now, right? So these guys in Liberia, they believe the only people that are supposed to have money and some type of business are government officials. So if you're a private guy and you're running your business and you got young people with you, AB Kromah and that good for nothing Fadiga in their mind now that you are a drug dealer. Let me repeat myself again. What I'm gathering from the conversation, AB Kromah and Fadiga have purpose in their mind that any non-political individual, an average Liberian who is running his or her business and got young people working for them. In their mind, that person is selling drugs. That is very dangerous. That is very, very dangerous for our country. Boakai is taking the country behind. He is taking the country behind. But this battle is not for CDC to fight, because CDC is part of this problem here. If CDC want to fight a battle, she need to reconcile with her fellow citizens that she helped to disenchant. But this battle is not for CDC. Just because Boakai and his people are not doing the right thing does not give CDC the right now to say, oh yeah, y'all see what we're doing? No, y'all were the problem to citizens. So I will make sure that we remind you guys and remind the Liberian people, your George Weah and your people are the one that put the Liberian people in the thing today, because you had it in the bag. You had it in the bag and you let it out. You let it out. Why? Because during your time, these things were not existing. They were not existing. But because your government did not pay attention to these things, Boakai now is coming out and messing things up. Let's continue here. Let's continue.
Always tell me to go out, and tell I don't like to go out because I know I hold a very important seat in this country. I'm head. I'm the single-handedly the most influential young Liberian you can find, because all light posts from here to Pinsville, I have authority over all via government contract. Are you telling me that the government of the Republic of Liberia is doing business with a criminal, a drug dealer?
Were you born in Liberia, sir?
If not so, why I have my passport? Yes.
So we want to get something very clear.
What kind of stupid question over there now? You see how Liberian people are so illiterate? What a stupid question over there. Let me add the guy the question in here, all right? The generally said sometimes they are very, very embarrassing. Somebody knew to do a very clear survey of this generally basic question. People of Liberian descent who are born in Liberia, in America, they are citizens here. Why would you be asking somebody about immigration question when the person is not under any immigration violation? What kind of nonsense question is that? I can't wait to get in that country over there. If I visit that country, many times people will not come to me. Because I just look at you and say, you're asking a very stupid question. And you know, when you born in Liberia, the people that born in the country, what have they done for the country? Please, man, let enjoy our Saturday.
How are you generating your money? Give us a little story about how you.
We generate our money through advertisement. We advertise, we service clients, corporations. Businesses depend on us to reach to customers out there. Businesses, they depend on me to reach customers out there. Winners, 1xBet, Orange Liberia, so on and so forth. So many thousands of companies depend on us to.
You see why it's good to have a very important system in place? How do you generate your money? Why do we have all the institutions in our country? Where is my sister that asked that question again? Miss Williams. Where is Miss Williams that asked that question? Why is Liberia so lawless? We say we got the Ministry of Commerce Industry. Aren't they supposed to be issuing business licenses? Yes. We say we have the Finance and Bank Committee. We have security system in the country. A man running a business. What happened to those institutions that are supposed to ensure that if somebody is into their business, it's not money laundering? Can you and I run a money laundering situation in this country? Well, don't go too far. Go ask Stanton Witherspoon. Go and ask Stanton Witherspoon. He will be the best person to come and lecture you guys here about what he and the government of the United States, especially from the Southern District of Florida, what they're into here. You can ask him how you doing your business. The man is doing legitimate business. You go to the man who tried to say the man business is not legitimate, you can ask the man. Nonsensical question. Nonsensical question. Let's continue here. Let's continue.
Social media. There's no advertisement you pass on the road without seeing either juice, fruit, or anything on it that is not us that has put that structure there.
So that's your source of your
That is our source of income, and printing, and tailoring, and construction.
Apart from market, before bank come in from Freedom, apart from market group of companies, do you have any other business apart from this business?
Magic is a group, and everything about Magic is legal. Everything about it.
You don't understand what group means to begin with. They generally don't even understand what group means. It's a conglomeration of different companies. That's why he call it Magic Group of Company. If you got your company and you want to subscribe with me, and you know there's somebody asking Amazon, aside from Amazon, do you have any other company? Amazon is a global thing. You can be selling cassava in Liberia. You can be part of Amazon. You see how poorly our country, yeah, we got a lot of catching up to do, man, folks. We got a lot of catching up to do. But anyway, these are things that will challenge our country, right? Somebody say, yeah, or Tapo channel, stop this, man. Let's discuss the issue. CDC is not in power, and you know deeply in your heart, CDC did their best and lost the election. Doesn't mean that we never did well. Well, that is up to you, breakable power. CDC mistake must be counted, all right? If you don't take care of your child grew up, when your child telling his story, they will also mention you, and you did not take care of your child. We are looking at inherited problem, all right? I don't judge things based on the present. I judge things based on the trace, all right? That's why we have root cause, and that's why we have cause factor, and that's why we have a contributing factor. If CDC had done the right thing today, some of the nonsense thing we see here today, it wouldn't have happened. So how can CDC improve? Don't worry, my friend, Pop, breakable. After the other video here, more video coming, and I will call you out directly so you can justify, because we're coming for CDC too. All right, we're coming for CDC. We're coming for CDC. All right. So let's continue listening here. You always want to find excuses that you don't have no problem. If you did well now, then you're supposed to be focusing on how you did well. How can you do well and they put out elect you? I don't understand. How can you say you did well and the people did not re-elect you? All right? Anything that people are complaining about, but Eddie got 2 terms. Come on, man. You got to take the party sentiment out of the conversation here, all right? So let's continue here, folks.
There is no need to even deliberate what is not legal from what is legal. We only know legal. Now, every Kromah knows what is not legal.
So how long have you been running this business?
15 years.
Wow.
Documents can prove. Liberian business registration can state facts.
There you go.
Taxes, clearances can state facts.
They don't use to that, my brother.
Operating for 15 years.
They don't use to that. You're coming from a different environment. All right, my brother, you're coming from a different environment. And the worst thing about it, you are operating with guys that got no clue. That got no clue. Nothing whatsoever. That got no clue. AB Kromah just feel that whenever a young guy is doing a business and he's not a politician and he got a lot of young people around him, oh, that guy's selling drugs. Let's go for him. That is the AB Kromah DA logic. That is understanding. And he see any young man that doing business in our country, helping young people, that man selling drugs. That is AB Kromah. That's the man that is sending one and confirm. You haven't seen nothing yet. Let's continue here, folks.
15 years. Magic Group of Company has been operating for 2 to 3 years. Changing to Magic Group. Before it was Origin EM Incorporated. You can go Google the facts. They're out there. One thing you cannot take from the media is the truth. It doesn't matter how manipulative you can be. The truth is always a single entity that stands by itself. For me, I'm not against AB Kromah. I am against AB Kromah assaulting me as a person and want to attach my name to something stupid.
I'm concerned about the way you speak. You speak like you are frustrated through the entire process. Last night I listened to you on Freedom FM,
yes,
when you were asked,
yes,
if you were to recommend to the government and
yeah,
the national panel about the decision,
yeah,
the LDA boss, what will you say to the people?
The government of the Republic of Liberia need to terminate AB Kromah effective immediately, because reason being is that AB Kromah is not mentally stable. I can tell you, AB Kromah is never mentally stable, because if you find out or you see how AB Kromah is proceeding with the DEA, AB Kromah is compromising the DEA. And because I'm a Liberian and I care about this country, if you catch any of my picking in here, including myself, jail us. Anybody you catch here in drugs, go jail us. We believe in the rule of law. AB Kromah is calling criminals and negotiating with these criminals and taking money behind the closed doors. AB Kromah is compromising. And I'm recommending this to the president because I have stayed with the president in his house. The president now, with his children, Tamba and Jojo, we have a strong history. Also, I have done music with Tantan a long time. He knows my reputation. Cigarette.
My question, I got concern about your health. You were pepper spray. Did you went to hospital? How your health?
Yeah. Mostly my eye. They're saying that if I'm not careful, I will have partial blindness. And if I have anything is with that effect, AB Kromah will be held responsible. We are going to take this matter to court. We are going to have our day in court. My lawyer is going to do what he does best, and every Kromah will be answerable to the law. And if he thinks that he's bigger than these people of this country, we will ask him the right question.
So, Mr. CEO, in case of
Yep, and I couldn't agree with him more. Let me hold it right there. I couldn't agree with him more. And this is where I would like to come in with this suggestion here, all right? So let's do this here. Again, let me put A.B. Kromah up here. Those of you that don't know who A.B. Kromah is, here is some facts about A.B. Kromah here, all right? Take a good look on the A.B. Kromah man background. That's who he is. That is the A.B. Kromah guy over there, all right? That is A.B. Kromah over there, right there. That is A.B. Kromah record, right there, all right? That is A.B. Kromah record right there, all right? Now, how can you support this evidence with bad behavior? Well, let's get into some facts here. Let's get into some facts here, all right? So, let me share a screen with you here. Anybody who know this guy that talking right, I mean, that how they call it, what his name again? Pamboto said he need two weight, Baba. I would just call him Baba. Anybody that know that Baba guy, he just need to send me a written statement, or I can send him the phone right here. Let's go to the phone here. Let me share with you guys here. All right, let me come here. So, let me share this thing with you guys quickly here. I have to do something very quickly here. Don't worry about this. Let's see here. All right. Let me share my screen with you guys quickly here. All right. What is this here? What is this? This is the individual communication on human rights treaties. What A.B. Kromah is doing in our country, that brother need to come contact me. In fact, let me just hold it here so y'all can take a good look at the website. All right. This is the UN Human Rights database here. If he is not happy, as I can see, he's not happy, let him follow the website closely. He is not all right. Happy. Let him follow the website closely. I'm going to walk him through here, and that go for all the young people. All right. These are all the different treaties and concerns. Civil and political rights. You are entitled to torture, cruel, inhumane, and degrading treatment or punishment. These are things that you have to select when you file your report. And then when you come down here, you got the individual complaint. You can click here on the individual complaint. And then once you do that, let me see where I can share the other screen here with you guys. I hope you guys will see it here. When you click that, it should be able to give you the other individual screen. Let me see what will pop up here. I hope it does. Let me see here. Come on. You should be able to do that because you're on the screen. Let me see here. It should be coming up. It should be coming up. I just switched my screen. All right. I don't think, let me see here. It should be coming up. All right. So let me go back to my other screen here. Let me come back to my original screen here. All right. Let's go back to the original screen. So here, when you come down here, I'm going to move this down. This is where now you can start to file your complaint. All right. Individual complaint form right here. You got an individual complaint form right here. You click here. All right. Once you click here, it's going to open. There you go. You click here, you're going to open here. And then you're going to get it in Word document. They got it in English, in Francais, in Hispania. You got it here. And then we can speak English in Liberia. You just click here. And then it's going to open up. One is open up. Let's see what will open here for us. It's opening somewhere in different PDF form here. I don't know what I have here. Let me see here. I'm going to stop the share here. I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to stop that share. And then we're going to go back. All right. Let me stop the share here. Let me stop the share. And then we're going to go back to the actual form. All right. Let's go back. Let's go back here. So let me share the other one for you guys. So the one that I click on, let me share it for you guys to see. That's the phone he needs. And so we click right here, and then we share the screen here again. And then that screen we're supposed to be looking for here is the document online. Yes. All right. And you, we're going to share that here with you guys quickly here. Let me see here. I need to minimize this screen here. All right. Let me make it. Yes. I'm going to put it down here, and then we're going to hit the share. Now, I think you should be able to see that form now. The form is coming up. There go the form. So this is the form here, the submission for individual communication to a treated body. So here, you got to write a committee here. All right. This is the form you fill out here. Yes. This is the form that you fill out. All right. Let me come back. Let me come back to my main view here. This is the form you fill out here. And you go through everything here. You add your name, your email address, date of birth, contact, and then the victim, if not you, it's different from the complaint. If I'm doing that form for this guy, I will have to write his name here and not my name. And then you come here, you put your nationality, Liberian. If you are any counsel representing you, put your lawyer name here. And then you come down, the lawyer name, the email address. Then they start to ask you questions now. Will you like for the complaint victim name to be anonymous? Yes, if you want to do it so, that's fine. You can make it that way. Have you submitted a similar document before? If the answer is yes, no. Are you requesting interim measure to avoid irreparable harm? Yes. And facts, please provide a summary of the facts. Then this is where you can attach that ABMan Kromah or human rights record as well. You can attach it there. All right. And then the claim, please explain exactly what happened. Limited words, 600 words. You can really summarize it. And I don't know why they take video images here too. Yeah, I think they should be able to take video images here. Then here you can sign your signature here. All right, then and place where the thing happened at. You can put it there, and then you do your signature. And then if you have any, let's say, file to send, you can just upload the file here. I'm sure they should be having somewhere where they have maybe video clip or something like that. And when you're done with it, then you submit it here to these people right here. Yes, you submitted there. So all the guys that AB Kromah and the other people violating that right, here is the form here. You can fill out the form and then you can attach it here. Yes, you can attach it here, attach everything here. And then you should have your case sent over there. If more Liberian back in the country start sending the form there here, AB Kromah already got a very bad record. All right, it will just add more to that situation. That's why we do. It will add more because the AB Kromah man, and when you're attaching the file, just make sure you add it one in there. That's all. Add it one in there with the man picture. Just add it there. The people will know. By the time they see the man, they'll go straight to the database and say, oh, but the guy here, the guy is the same guy. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. All right? So that's what we are. So that is what we need to do. Somebody, my sister William said here, Mr. Dabo, if he has such a bad human rights record, why did the Liberian Senate confirm him? That's the way, though, my sister. That's the way. That is the way. That is the way. They don't have no principle in that country. Yeah. Yeah. That is the way there. That is the common way of doing things in our country. That is the way. All right? All right. So moving along, sticking here with the AB Kromah stuff here. Let us come to another place here. All right? So we are now coming to another place quickly here. All right. So let's come to this issue right here, right? So let's move away from AB Kromah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We, as Liberia, we need to spend.
All right. So we are now ready to discuss the human rights record from last year. So this guy is Julia Jett. Julia Jett is a journalist in Liberia, and he was on his show and decided to read some things here that I really took interest in. So hold on there, guys. Hold on. If I listen to Julia Jett in the meantime.
Your home chose Underland Roofing Sheet for unmatched quality and performance. Introducing Underlin Roofing Sheets, the perfect choice for protecting your home with style and durability. Underlin sheets are eco-friendly and they do not get rusty and very easy to install. They are wider and thicker than ordinary zinc. The deep gutter are measurement of 39 by 78 inch, gives the greater advantage and cost saving. Above all, they are thermal controlled and soundproof and are covered by a 25 years warranty. Ali Building Materials Store on Randall Street is the sole distributor.
Front-end loader, SEM, good in Grain Crew. On accountability measures detailed in the 2009 TRC report for crimes committed during the country's 2 civil wars. Section 2 talks about respect for civil liberties, freedom of expression, including for members of the press and other media. The Constitution provided for freedom of expression, including for members of the press and other media, and the government generally respected these rights, although with some unofficial limits. Freedom of expression. Individuals could generally criticize the government publicly or privately, but government officials used the threat of civil defamation suits to place limits of free expression, and self-censorship was widespread as a result. Violence and harassment. Press associations reported government officials occasionally harassed newspaper and radio station owners as well as individual journalists because of their political opinions and reporting.
You saw me walking, going back. I thought I had it on mute. My apologies, please. I should have put myself on mute. I apologize. Please, guys. All right. So let's move on to I'm interested in the phone conversation, right? So let's go to the phone conversation. I want us to listen to the phone conversation because I want to analyze it. So let's listen to the phone conversation.
Charged 21 persons with multiple crimes in connection with the September 29 election-related violence in Lofa County.
So that was the human rights report for the CDC government. Let's go to the human. Let's go to another one here too that I want to see here. Let me see, where is that one? There's another one here I want to bring to your attention quickly. Let me see here. It should be somewhere here. Right here. Right here. Okay, right here. Right here. All right, right here. Right here. What my man plow will come. Okay, let's listen to Judah Jack on this one right here. Let's listen to him.
I think I gotta do law. Look, I reading things fine. Yeah, I gotta do law. 077-700-995, 555-995. Law has too much authority. Yeah, what? Yeah, the nominations giving rise to these petitions are hereby ordered revoked. Okay, we were able to stand up for justice. We stood up. We stood tall. That is also the role of the media, to advise, to highlight, and we did all of this. Hopefully, the president will not make these mistakes again. And that his advisor there, my man Jenny got to rise. All of us not appointed to anything, just passing around. You really need to do law. Yeah, I think I got to do law. What? Welcome. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Thank you very much, Julius.
All right, I think I don't know why he missed that. Let me go back a little bit because there's something I wanted to bring to your attention here. Let's see here.
Relevant there too. It is hereby adjudged that the Supreme Court has held that Article 89 of the Constitution 1986, which gives the legislature the authority to create autonomous agencies, does not contravene Article 56 of the General of the Republic of Liberia, and Councillor J. Adolphus Kanua appeared for the executive branch of government. Having carefully examined the facts contained in the records, listened to the arguments on both sides, and considered the law acting here doesn't give you tenure. So when Mr. Boakai appointed someone else, Mr. Tapper was just able to move on there. Was an interim.
Okay, so I think we're getting there now. So you will recall that President Weir, during his time in office, he went ahead and appointed Wilson Tappert as the executive director of the EPA. That appointment was done against the guiding principle of the EPA process. So Mr. Wilson Tappert, who don't even understand the process leading to that position decided to go to court because he said he had a 7 years or tenure position. So let's listen to what the Supreme Court says, and I will come back to share my thought on it. Let's continue listening here. Now, Silesia, don't run away, because the mistake you made, if you're not correct it, you're not going to win an election in 2029. Because everything you did right, and the number of votes you got. The thing you did wrong, that will cause you to lose. And if you don't fix it, it will be difficult for you. Let's go back and discuss it. Let's continue here.
Appointment for which tenure is inapplicable. Okay. Let him get the other one. Let him send the other one to as it is. That long paper. Long paper can get everything. Rejoice. Yep. Let him bring the other one too. It is hereby. Okay, yeah, we have the actual paper now. You know, the code paper that can be long. Good. So we move. So they say, hence, in the absence of the formation of and a recommendation from the Policy Council, the appointment of the petitioner by former President Weah was an interim appointment for which tenure is inapplicable. So in this ruling, people say, oh, President Weah, he did illegal thing, but that's not what the ruling here says. He was appointed interim, so he could not claim tenure. He was claiming tenure. He was claiming tenure. That also the petitioner, having failed to establish by documentary proof that he was chosen from among a list of 3 persons recommended by the Policy Council to the former president, and to make mention of his selection process in his petition regarding the existence or submission of said list to include his name, he is not entitled to tenure under the EPA Act.
There you go.
That it being established that the petitioner served in an interim executive director capacity at the EPA, his removal was in consonance with Executive Order 123 signed by former President George M. Weah Sr. on November 22, 2023, in which he stated that all non-tenure presidential appointees shall be presumed to have resigned as of the date of the inauguration of incoming President Joseph Newman Boakai Sr., and that a writ of prohibition will not be granted by the court. As in the instant case, the respondent, the executive branch of government, did not proceed wrongly by appointing Dr. Yure K. Yakpablo as interim director of the EPA in the absence of the formation of the Policy Council. Wherefore, and in view of the foregoing, the alternative writ of prohibition issued by the Justice in Chambers is hereby quashed, and the peremptory writ prayed for denied. The clerk of this court is mandated to inform the parties accordingly. So that is how Mr. Tapel.
Yep. So yeah, we're going on here, folks. Yeah, we're going on here. Chido just say he loved law. That's good. It's good to like the law. But you see, the law can be countered by regulations, by policy that is coming from guidelines. Because you see, when you legislate law, when you legislate law for a certain establishment of an institution, that institution to take that law and begin to develop guidelines, regulation, and policy that addresses what that law is all about. Right? Yes. Now, what is the law of football? The law of football says put the ball in the center, and then you center the ball, and you got 11 players playing against each other. That's the law. The law of football says the ball must be in the center of the field to start the game, 11 players on both sides. Now, when the players are playing, what do we do in terms of somebody hitting their friend hard? Well, we need to have regulations, infringement of the rule. So under that law, then you have infringement. But who is there to enforce the infringement? The referee. How does the referee manage to enforce the infringement of the rule? He must have people like the technical staff and people who are on committee to look at the guidelines, because it will be decision made. The EPA will establish, and under the rule of the EPA, that's the rule, the regulation, anyone who the president nominate, that committee. You see, one thing Mr. Weah did that was very, very bad. Mr. Weah did not really care for the environment. Let me tell you guys why. Mr. Weah did not care for the environment, and here's why. From Nathaniel Blama to Winston Tappet, he appointed those guys. That's how it's supposed to be. The guideline regarding people on the EPA committee the executive director of the EPA, the guideline rule says the president may nominate somebody to that position, but it has to be about 3 people that the president can nominate. 3. Excuse me. And the EPA council, there are 9 people. They will interview 3 people. And then based on the main qualification of that person by the EPA council, they will say, Mr. President, this person is the rightful person. This person is the rightful person. The reason for doing that, I believe, is because I believe the EPA doesn't go for confirmation hearing. I stand to be corrected, but I'm going by the guideline of the EPA. The EPA should have a council that will be able to interview those 3 people to select the best one and say, this is the person here. Is there any confirmation component to that? I'm not aware of that. So when Mr. Weah was leaving, according to what Judah just read, this position needs to be relinquished. And I will blame Mr. Weah because if Mr. Weah had a council of professional environmentalists, he was not going to be in violation. But nobody was there to tell Weah again. To say, Mr. Weah, yes, you forgot to establish the Environmental Protection Council members. Mr. Weah never did that because he was not in the interest of protecting the environment. Anyone who is in the interest of protecting the environment will want to know. You are not interested. And I'm sorry to be very frank with you guys, but you are not interested in it. Now, Boakai had nominated somebody, and the Supreme Court said, yes, Boakai can nominate the person here, but he got to go by the rules. So the temporary guy there now is not the official EPA guy, but Boakai is doing exactly what we are doing. But the only thing I left with Boakai now is for him to make sure that the 9-man council of the EPA is established to go through the interviewing process to select the right person. We did not do that. You can get vexed all you want with me, sedition. It's up to you guys. Y'all screw up. And if you keep screwing up, you will not get it right. Emotion does not solve problem in Liberia. It's only smart thinking will solve problem. So whether you sit down on Prince Chevy show for a long time, whether you sit down on Michael Gilmore show for a long time, if you don't have the strategy, Boakai can be the weak man. But Unity Party can redevelop itself to come back to maintain power. You need to accept your own failure in order to make progress. That is what I'm giving you guys here. All right? Let's make progress here. So let's go to the phone calls now and listen to some of the things they're coming to say. Let's listen to the phone call.
I pointed to anything we're passing around. Yeah, that's why it means all that revoked. You know, easy. You don't know that our reporter very
severe malaria cases by 22.
So she went too far.
You don't know that our reporter I pointed to anything we're passing around. Yeah, that's why it means all that revoked. So all those will say, oh, President Weah did wrong thing. No, President Weah did not do wrong thing. He did not appoint him. He appointed him acting head, and being acting head doesn't give you tenure. So when Mr. Boakai appointed,
I think the wrong thing that you don't understand, and it's always good to not just assume people comment. I believe those who are saying that President Weah did the wrong thing, Julius should be asking them why you think Mr. Weah did something wrong. Because if Julius asked me, I would say, Julius, you just read a guideline that defeated Wilson Tapper case at the Supreme Court, right? Yes. What did the Supreme Court say? Well, they said there must be a 9-man committee to properly vet. Now, do you know whether Weah had a 9-man team? If the answer is yes, Weah had a 9-man team, but he did not allow the 9-man team to do their job, then he shows some disregard. That's one way to look at it. The second way to look at it is, did Mr. Weah ever establish the 9-man team? No. Then that means Weah did not care. So when somebody is saying something, you got to be very, very careful how you want to conclude on the person's statement. You should rather ask the person, the why question and they'll be able to provide you the answer. So I will not agree to what Julia is trying to insinuate, that you guys are not doing the right thing. All right, so let's listen to one of the phone
For
callers.
yourselves. Okay. Emmanuel K. Ure Yagbaulo. Having reviewed the records, he is not entitled to turn you under the EPA Act. In the Honorable Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia, sitting is Anna Jane. Human rights practices, FM 99.5 in Monrovia, and damaged equipment. Delays.
All right, so let's go to the last segment here.
Let's
Let's go to the last segment here. Let's go to the last segment here. All right, I want to listen to the last segment here, and this one has to do with Freedom FM. I want to bring the one to Freedom FM here. All right, Freedom FM is my love to hit station. All right, so let me see what I got for my pointer here, strictly here for Freedom FM. All right, so let's come to Freedom FM here. So there is a core section for Freedom FM. All right, I want you guys to listen to that core section. I hope I'm going to get it right. So there is a core section here for Freedom FM here. So I'm going to keep hitting it until I can get it. There was a core session that was taking place, and I want to bring your attention to this. Oh, I went too far. Let's bring it back. I went too far. Let's bring it back. All right. So we'll bring it in from here a little bit, and I think we got to go one step back, one step back. All right. I think I got it now. So let's listen to the conversation here.
Yeah. How you doing, boss? Go ahead.
My name is John Mayonga calling from Kawa.
Mayonga, let's hear from you quickly.
Yeah, thank you for this discussion. We are young people of this country. Upon innocence there, and the world will not be destroyed by those who know evil, but by those who stand and why we are doing anything.
Okay.
So if we can stand, we will not stand to see Boakai, who is already, a old man who trying to destroy the country. So we stand up for our right, and any other thing that will come up, what a protest, and that means that we can use liberty to bring the red checkpoint that Boakai will be able to listen to us,
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. We appreciate everything. Let me get on to the next caller right here on this die. And hey, my own former guy. At Davos, the time you are in government, so you're not there now. Don't come back to me again.
All right. So the person that is about to speak, before we listen to that person, let me take you guys back on memory lane. All right. Let me take you guys back on memory lane. And show you who that person once used to be. All right. So let's go back on memory lane. We got to fix things here when it's poor. All right. Let me take you back on memory lane. We got to fix things here when it's poor. So let's come to memory lane here. All right. So here is the memory lane right here. Oops. Where my memory lane here? Let me see here. I thought I have my memory lane right here. Let me see here. Where is my memory lane? Oh, all right. It got stolen from me. Okay. I will still find it. Don't worry. I shall find it. Let me come back to memory lane here. All right. Memory lane. And let's come to our memory lane here. We shall find it. It's not hard to find. There you go, right here, memory lane. There you go, right here, memory lane. We already got memory lane right here. All right. So check this one out, guys. Check this one out. Watch the lady.
Government that this government claims to be to have asked the.
So this is Mama C Kabar. All right. This is Mama C Kabar. The purpose I'm bringing this thing up here is to remind you guys, between 2012 up to 2016, when the election came, this lady they call Mama C Kabar, she was very, very, very loud. We used to applaud her. We used to even call her Margaret Thatcher. We used to call her Marilyn Albright. All the female giants in Europe, in America, We used to call her this. But when next lady became one of the deputy minister at general ministry, she became like a statue. So let me just play for you how she used to be prior to John Weah coming to power. And then after that, we're going to listen to the phone conversation and hear what she has to say. Ready? Let's go.
The legislature to pass the identical letter is anti-democratic. And let me tell you, you will bring the police, you will bring the PSU to guard the legislature. But for the legislature to pass their bill, we will politically quarantine the legislature. All of them have a desk, and I tell them to see them in a desk, we will quarantine them. We say no to this letter, it's anti-democratic, they will be thrown away.
Okay, so that was Mama C. Kaba back then before CDC came to power. When we are came to power, that lady was at the general ministry. She never said anything about what was going on. She kept quiet. But now CDC is not in power. Guess what she's doing now? Can't listen to her here again.
You Mama see Kaba talking to now. You go, what you call me, you go leave me for nothing. You can go come back to me. I will just allow you to come talk. You just in a small thing to get a woman who get plenty of money and leave you at the time you need her. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, good evening. How are you, my ex?
I don't
Well, thank you for all that you do. Always listen to you. You are doing a great job.
I
It's
know.
not an easy thing to be a dictatorial country like Liberia
Mhm.
and stand calm, you know.
Right.
It's hard. Even if the government doesn't come after you directly, they can use people to come after you. And I just like your courage. I want to commend you.
Thank
Now, Ebi, these are sad times in our country.
Yeah.
It is so disgusting for this president that was portrayed as a man of experience over 40 years in government. And his experience has become a curse to Liberia.
Mhm.
It's not a blessing. It should be a blessing. All people should be blessing to society.
Yeah, yeah.
But his experience has become a curse to us. It is unfortunate that he doesn't even seem to be in charge. He's being remote controlled by people.
So you know what we say in America here? You know what we say? Shut up. That's what we say in America here. Shut up. You are not talking because you're not in power. Joe Boakai may be doing something contrary to what Liberians are saying. But when George Weah was in office, he did something too that was contrary to what other Liberians were not certifiable, and nobody said anything about it. Is that how we want to run the country? You see, there's a female here that asked me why the country is so lawless. Why the country does not believe in any guiding principles about holding people accountable. I read the person comment here saying, yeah, what the person wrote here. Jay Randy, there's no one will go against the government, against their government when they are in power. Yourself will not do that. You don't know me for true, my friend. You don't know me for true. They got a screen here. You don't know me for true. Let me ask this Stephen guy a few questions here, Stephen. Let me ask you a few questions here. All right? Stephen, I'm going to ask you a very truthful question. And failure to answer the question, you will be black here today. Let me ask you the question here. Question number one for you, Stephen. How long have you been watching me? Stephen, how long have you been watching me? Let me get my phone ready for you because I need that answer. How long have you been watching me, Stephen? I want to know because I got some follow-up question for you. And failure to answer the question, you will be black off my platform here. So let me come find you here. Stephen. All right, let's see here. Stephen Slab. Okay, got you right here, Stephen. The question goes to you, Stephen. How long have you been watching me? Go ahead. Okay. That means you see, that means he's not ready to answer the question right now. So Stephen, I have to let you go. Yes, I have to let you go. These are some of the dangerous elements in the CDC party. Yeah, these are some of the dangerous elements. Yes, these are some of the dangerous elements in the CDC party. All right, and that's the reason why we might not win in 2029. He's not going to win because these are people who will see the wrong and that they won't can't talk about Joe Boakai yet. No, You sat over there and destroyed George Weah. So if you think about you come here and saying this, Stephen, you're gonna be black. Yes, you're gonna be black. Let me see. He's gonna be black. By the way, he's an old dude. And, he's an old dude from the old school. I mean, look at him here. He's an old dude from the old school. These are the people that destroy the country. All right. These are the people that destroy the old country here. So he got to go. Yeah, he got to go. These are the people who are not in the interest of the government. He know we are doing some wrong thing, but he want to stay here and say, oh, yes. He know very well that even in this country where we live, you will not see the wrong. We got whistleblower in here. People blow whistle to correct the wrong. All right. We was in power. He did not hold people accountable. All right. He did not hold people accountable. Then now he won't hold Boakai then accountable. No. All right. You can't do that. The thing that you did not do, you can't do that. We are doing something wrong. And we must admit to that he did something wrong. When last did we ever say, I need to hold people accountable? When last? When last? He never did. He never did. When people used to call on Weah when things happen in the country over there, oh, let Weah come and speak. Did you ever hear Weah talking? He never spoke. Weah never spoke on anything. People wanted him to talk. But he kept quiet. And those that were around, they said, oh, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But Liberians were calling on Weah to talk. Weah, you need to speak on the issue here. Weah never did. Weah listened to those people, and today he is not president. All right? But today now, Weah can come now and say he want to talk. Yeah, we are talking here now. Listen to we are talking. Okay?
I wanted to be changed. So it's just a desire to see that we're in the future. I mean, we're in the present and what the future is going to bring. And we were, at that time, nothing changed. So when I came, we had to build a road. We used to pass through Claton to pass through Samanima to reach the Freeport. Now you don't need to go around. All you do, everywhere you pass, you read in Banave, Ganave. When we were living there, we used to pass through the water at Samanima to reach all the places. But the moment you pass the community in Banave, so that was my plan, you know, and I asked my friends as well to fix these things, and I wanted to fix more. But again, life, you never know what happens. You know, now we're not in power again. We hope that the present government...
He's not in power because he did not do the right thing. Leader, one of the principles that a leader needs to follow is good listening. Listen to people. There were people who cry on we are here. That I was asking the guy that called Stephen here. He said that, oh, when you're on the government side, we provided constructive criticism to George Weah. He never accepted the constructive criticism. In fact, he turned against people who criticize him. But now we are going to come and sit down now and won't be telling people, say, oh yeah, we did it one, we did it one. We did not listen. He did not listen. In fact, he listened, but he listened to the wrong people. And the wrong people today that led him down to his defeat today. And if nobody tell him we are that, I will tell we are that on the platform here. That his failure is the reason that got him out of office. Failing to listen to people. People who love him and were telling him the truth. He never listened to them. Instead, he listened to the wrong people. And then today, Sidisha want to come and want me getting vexed with Joe Boakai people. To be honest with you guys here, when I'm criticizing Joe Boakai people, I'm not criticizing Joe Boakai people because I'm doing it for CDC. No. I'm criticizing Joe Boakai to do the right thing. Because we are, from our platform, was given the opportunity to do the right thing. But we are never listening. He decided to follow people that let him down today. So we are failure became more than his success. That's why he got kicked out of office. Boakai, on the other hand, is doing similar thing that might degrade and derail his opportunity. I'm coming back to let him know. But let no solution think in their mind that, oh, I'm talking for George Weah. No. George Weah did not listen to some of us out here. Number two, aside from listening, George Weah was not a leader who worked along with disagreeable people. People who disagree with George Weah, he turned against them. Guess who? For me, number one, I said it. George Weah, you not do the thing right. Did you ever see George Weah coming here to talk to some of us here who supported him? That's why I was asking the Stephen guy. Have you seen him before? No. So Stephen gonna be black because Stephen don't know who I am, and he never answered that question. So Stephen, bye to you, my friend. You gone. All right. If you don't know somebody, don't judge them. We sat on the platform here and we tried to bring George Weah attention to things that were wrong. We did not listen. And today now we are going to talk about this. No, it's too late for you now. It's too late. Let Boakai then do what they want to do. They play the same thing that you did. Now you see how when people are doing the wrong thing and you want to tell them to not do it. So Boakai is doing unto what we are there unto other people. So sedition, I'm not saying you shouldn't criticize, but you're not in no right position to criticize. You can criticize, but you're not in the right position to criticize. You're not in the right position. Because every one of you guys never thought that we were wrong. Only the Liberian people came and said we was wrong. So who are you guys to come up and say, oh, Boakai is wrong? No. I don't support Boakai. And I will never support Boakai. As long as we are men in any race and Boakai in our race, I will never support Boakai. But what I will not do is to not criticize George Weah. I will always criticize George Weah. I will criticize him, but I will not support Boakai. I will support Weah, but I will criticize Weah every day. I will criticize Weah every day. That's what I will do. Because in order for him to be better, he must learn to listen to disagreeable people. The second guiding principle about leadership is to work with disagreeable people. We said that on the platform so many times. Disagreeable people are not your enemy. We are playing football, right? Yes. When the coach draw the team during the practice section, do you know that the opposite team that playing against the other team, you're one team, you're one team, but the coach said, I'm going to split the practice into two sections. We will be on the side of Root Gullet. The other will be on the side of maybe Frank Reka or maybe Paulo Madini. But all of you guys are the same. AC Milan, right? But on that practice session, you got to disagree on the field because the side we are playing on, the side Paulo Madini playing on, one of them got to win the game. And from there, the coach will draw the team. So, for example, if Paulo Madini is not giving we a chance to score, and we are saying, yeah, Paulo can give me hard time. Now, when the coach draw the team and put the team together, and we all know he got Paulo Madini in the defense, that's why we call a very cracked team. That team is cracked. They may disagree on the practice ground because they want to show their strength. You see, my friend, in leadership, when people disagree with you, they can become a better negotiator for you doing any real opposition competition. That's why we don't understand. We have decided to accept people who agree. And where is he today? He down. When you look at Ellen, Louis Brown was with Charles Taylor, who became information minister for Ellen. Louis Brown used to talk to Ellen every day. What did Ellen do? Ellen brought him in the government. Eugene Fagon was against Weah. But all the other children that are campaign, March about were a kid or cow. Did you see Weah bringing the people on board? No. Stanton Witherspoon may be a criminal. But he did one thing that no sedition did when we were in power. That is to talk for the other sedition. Every one of the talk show hosts became complacent with George Weah. But what did Stanton? Stanton may be the criminal. But one thing that I respect Stanton for, he spoke for his fellow people. The Fadiga that proving himself wrong today, Stanton had done his job. The Fagon are keeping quiet today because he know that he lie hope. Stanton did his job. But tell me, which one of the CDC talk show hosts? Whether it's Michael Gilman going down there, oh, we are that $10,000 check here. When last did you see them say, Mr. Weah, today we got out of disinterested sedition? They never did that. They never did that. But today when I walk on the street, everybody see me, that CDC man over there. That CDC man over there. I spoke to a friend yesterday. He went to New York. There's a Liberian community down there. The man said the guy who owned the restaurant went and put my show on the big screen. And one woman came in the store The woman said, what are you doing that man here? The guy said, I like to listen to Randy. No, that man, I thought we are men. When he told me that thing, I was like, if there was a war between United Party, people will kill me for nothing. Because the we are men you see here, he doesn't give a damn about some of us, including myself here. But I never stopped to support CDC. And you need to get it right. Tomorrow you're going to church. I'm going to church tomorrow. You need to get it right. So let George Weah go back and face himself. Just they gone week. I mean, this week, we are then were on a conference call. You know who we are, bro, again? The same people around him. The same people that destroy him. Those are the people he said he reconciling with. The people that help to defeat you, then you say you reconciling with them? Really? And I bet you the way I say things like that now, he's not going to be sympathetic. So you know what? I'm picking over. Let me call him and talk to him. No. He's not going to do it. I will be surprised if he do it. I'll be surprised. But that does not mean that I'm going to support Boakai. That does not mean that I'm going to support ANC. No. It will be a different party, a different person. That's the person I will put my support behind. But until then, CDC and myself die together. I will be with them. When the broadcaster who insulted George Weah, you know, God can sleep. I am very appreciative of God. Costa that caused George Weah, call him such an idiot. Get what we are there. He brought a man. And God said, no, we are. The other blessing, you will not get it. And God is always right. God said, no, we are. You will not get your other blessing yet. The people who've been talking for you, you turn against them. The men who insulted you, and the men you go embrace? No. You will be the Moses. You will see the election, but you will not win that election. That's what God did. That's what God did. And you know what, Sedition? I'm a professional. I am a professional person. And the reason I'm talking like this is because I am a professional person. I don't look for government job. In fact, the government need me more than I need the government. Boakai is coming to attend a seminar here. All those lists of items that are going to be discussed, Boakai, they don't have the expertise. They're going to buy the expertise. They're going to buy it. Yes, they're going to buy it. Boakai will pay advanced people. All right? Boakai will pay advanced people from different countries to do the technological aspect, to do the environmental side of it. They don't have environmental scientists in Liberia. They don't have engineers, technologists in Liberia. So they're going to outsource that opportunity. Right? Because that's how Liberia is. All right? That's how Liberia is. So anybody who come here and say, oh, you in the government, you get criticize the government, don't listen to that. Why you think government has vision? They have strategy, they have program, they have implementation, they got monitoring, and then on top of that, why you think government should be accountable? What is the accountability of the government? It is to do the right thing. And if people don't do the right thing, what do? You hold them accountable. That means that how you talk to them. But our old school guy, they call Stevie, he never learned those things. He never learned those things. They just think about you in the government and say, oh, where are you wrong? No. To talk about in your own government is to do your job, and doing your job is to hold people accountable. Like what AB is doing right now. If Boakai, the people of Liberia complaining. If Boakai say, AB, the next time you do that thing again, if you don't do it properly, you will be fired. Boakai will be telling AB, do your job according to the description of your work by making sure that you respect human rights and you follow the protocol. That is speaking back to your government. That was sedition. Some of them don't understand. All right? Mama Sikaba over there. You know how much children were raped in that country? How many children were raped in that country? When did Mama Sikaba come out, you can speak? But now, because she's not in power now, then she can't be speaking? Then you think the people are going to listen? I beg you, man. The people have learned now. So you need to get your act together, right? You need to get your act together. All right? You need to get your act together. So let me read a few comments here. All right? And then we'll call it a day. You like it. Don't count on the platform here if you believe in CDC. If you know CDC cannot do anything wrong, leave Boakai alone. Whatever Boakai can do for 6 years, that Boakai time. And Joe Howard Taylor said that your time, that was your time, your day, your time. So that Boakai part of time, let's zip it up. That Boakai part of time. Because when you get there too, when your time was there, when people say something, you say, oh, because they didn't get a main job. They didn't get a main job. So because the Liberian didn't get a job, we have job, that's why you're talking now? Is that what you're talking for? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's how you operate. I didn't know that. All right? And let no CDC, I mean, Unity Party men come here and can't talk any kind of crap here. All right? So please, this is the J Randy platform here. We don't eat crap with shame here. All right? So we are here to put in place the corrective measure. All right? Yes. Brother Dapo, please find time, speak on the DEA boss and his. You late in the game, my man. You late in the game. You are watching Mr. Spoon, right? Oh, after 8 o'clock. Oh, no wonder why you come here, Mr. Blessing. You got to go watch the show here. We've been with AB Kromah a long time, my friend. All right? But let me just give you a little teaser about AB Kromah here. Why don't you just take it one year in the meantime? All right? Saying you want me to talk about AB Kromah? We are done with AB Kromah. You see, you guys like to treat the platform as a secondary platform. But we are well measured here. You coming from watching the other show, right? Did you get to see AB Kromah past record here? There go AB Kromah past record here, my friend. Blessing. So take a screenshot of this quickly before you go away, all right? So we done with AB Kromah and his man Fadiga issue, right? So you need to follow the platform here rather than find other people's platform, all right? So please, next time, just make sure you come here. Guys, I'm trying to wrap up now, guys. So thank you guys so much for the opportunity here. I really want to appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you guys for the opportunity here. God bless you guys. I am signing off now. Yes, I'm signing off and I will be in touch again. All right. So I'm signing off. So my man, in the meantime, take that thing. All right. Take that thing there, and try to do the best you can. So guys, I see you guys. Oh, you've been busy with the family? Okay, I understand. I understand. You've been busy with the family. That's good. You've been busy with the family. I understand. Oh, you've been busy with the family? Okay, I understand. I understand. You've been busy with the family. That's good. All right. So, guys, thank you guys so much, man. I got to go. All right. I got to go, and I will be in touch hopefully tomorrow or the day after. All right. So somebody say here, Randy, did you address we are personally? Did you call him? I'm gonna call we are. You know, I call we are Saint Ray. Let me ask you, Saint Ray, before I go, let me say a few things here to you. All right. Some of you guys don't follow the show religiously, so you don't know. So Saint Ray, let me answer your question here, right? Let me take AB from here and bring myself back on here. Let me take AB from here and bring myself back here. All right. Let me keep AB up here. All right. So let me tell you here, Saint Rich, there are a lot of things I have shown you guys on the platform here about Joshua. I'll just let it go over a little bit because I know some of you guys are die fan, but you need to understand the facts. George Weaki in the country here, my took picture. We talk about that picture so many times, and then he left. After we ran the campaign, we tried reaching out to Joshua. Never came back to tell us thank you. Nothing of that such. One time I'm sitting down here, a guy from Maryland called me and said, I am a bodyguard to Joshua. This number I'm going to give you, call Joshua. He will answer that phone call. This is his direct number. When I call that number, it was Finabono that answered that phone call. Finabono, can I talk to the president? She said no. Can you have the president call me? She said no. So St. Ricks, I got enough evidence against Joshua. That's why they defeated George Weah suffer. I'm not truly hurt. I'm just happy that George Weah is coming back into the general population now to see what other people do. And I'm very encouraged by what Joe Boakai is doing. Whatever Joe Boakai is doing and how any solution is feeding right now, that's how other people out here were feeding when George Weah was not listening to people. All right, Sam? So I will tell you that one. That's why it was. All right? That's how it was. So please, we already did our part when it comes to George Weah. The Finabono then over there, the Kalasco then over there. They know what they did to people. They know. They know what they did. All right, Sam? They know what they did. So as far as reaching out to George Weah, we did reach out to George Weah, all right? But they were the one that did not care to listen to us. Yeah, they did not care to listen to us, my brother. Yeah, they never care to listen to us. All right? So it is what it is, my friend. It is what it is. There's nothing we can do. All right. Is no longer president, but CDC should not be in any position to say, oh yeah, we want to criticize. All right. They cannot criticize anybody. All right. We did our part there. You go and ask John Weir. Have you ever called Jay Randy saying he been talking for the party here? Go ask him. Go ask him. If I were to die at the hand of the enemy, my death would be in vain, because he had never shown any gratitude for what we did here. Nothing. Yes, nothing. So guys, thank you so much for the opportunity. God bless you guys. I have to sign off now. I will be seeing you guys again. All right. Thank you guys so much for the opportunity. I will be seeing you guys again. All right. Great show tonight. Appreciate the video. All right. Great show. Let me read my brother's statement here. He said, I like your platform, Randy. George Weah may have been a man, talkative president. Those of us who understood that was a problem. Yeah, that was a problem. I still believe we did not take action and approach required to constantly engage President Weah either openly or privately. Therefore, we ourselves are the problem. Exactly. Exactly. Pamata is saying here, you are right to express yourself, J. Randy. Of course, I'm right to express myself. Of course, I'm right to express myself. All right. I call it okay, I think I read it one already here. Let's see here. I think I read it when you say you were busy here. That's fine. And then thanks so much. Well, thank you very much, Yvonne Davis. Thank you. Appreciate you for that. And Sarah Rich too. Thank you for your understanding. So, guys, let's say thank you to every one of you guys. Have yourself a blessed day. God bless you guys. And I'm out. Bye-bye to everyone.